Am I actually live where you guys can see me? Okay. My playback is not working, so I don't know if you guys can actually see me. Hang on. Come on. It's not even letting me learn more. Cool. We love it when things just stop working. So, am I even live right now? Let me check my phone. Because I think I can go streamception and all that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted, yeah. Okay, no, it thinks I'm live. So, we're good. Hi, guys. I guess my playback's just not gonna work, so that's fine. But how is everybody doing tonight? I need to charge my mouse. Because it apparently died. So, that's cool. But, yeah, I am not feeling super hot today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really wanted to stream early because I woke up at like 7:30, or no, before 7:30. I woke up at 6:30, and Maysayer came out here and is like, yeah, it's way too dangerous. I don't want you driving out in all of that because it rained last night and then a pile of snow came on top of it, so it totally froze. So he's just like, I don't want you driving in that. So he's like, get a couple extra hours sleep and yeah, go stream, do something. And I was like, okay, cool. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't get out of bed until after 11. I took a shower, though it doesn't look like it from my hair being so gross. Ugh. I washed all the dishes. I cooked lunch. And then sometime after that, I started not feeling super great. But it kind of is what it is, so. But now, I have popcorn. I have cider because I'm cold. Oh, it smells so good. And I have water because hydrate. Hi, Kev. Also, welcome on in, Kyle. There he is. How are you doing today, friend?
I am hungry, but I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm waiting for the oven to be free so I can put my dinner in.
Cool. What you making? Chicken parm?
No.
Oh, something different.
You got the chicken part right.
Baked chicken?
I'm doing baked. It's a chicken baked potato baked thing.
Like roasted chicken and potatoes? Or like baked potatoes and chicken?
So, you know what chicken cordon bleu is, right?
Yes.
So, have you ever seen the ones where the stuff is in the chicken cordon bleu? Not so much like the cheese and
Like it's stuffed?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, stuffed chicken, yeah.
It's a fried chicken with stuffed baked potato in it. So it's potato, bacon, and cheese.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It is, and it was on sale the other day at my local supermarket. It was
Mm.
because usually you get two. It's a box for two of them is typically like $5 to $6.
Okay. And
They
are
were
these
on-
just like frozen or are they like fresh made?
Yeah, they're frozen.
Okay.
But they usually are like $6 a box. But I went to the store yesterday, finished up a couple of things, and I found them. They were on sale for 2 for $7.
Ooh, there you go.
Of course, I took advantage of that. I was like, yep, I'm doing that.
Yeah, might as well. I love finding things on deals. I just don't tend to find them as often as I would hope to. Unless it's Dollar General. Just because, you know, hubs.
The thing is that the market I went to is at the other end of my town where I live in. So I don't typically go there.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we just go to Walmart because it's right up the road.
Yep.
But I happened to just be in the area. I was like, all right, well, I got to go here do some Christmas shopping. So I was like, well, I'll go to the market that's right across the street.
There you go.
Not that it's far. It's not. It's only like maybe 10 minutes max from where I live. But, you know, to drive 10 minutes just to go to the market when there's a Walmart right up the road is just, yeah.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree with you. However, no, my brother and sister-in-law used to drive. So, imagine the city where they lived was a bubble. They lived kind of near, well, I guess for stream's sake, it'll be this thumb. So the left side of town, they lived there.
Mm-hmm.
But the Aldi that they liked to go to was kind of more in the middle. And to get from there to there, they had to basically go like all the way around. And so it was like a 20-minute trip, one direction. And they lived 5 minutes from from a Walmart. But my brother was bound and determined to get those deals. And gas at the time was very nice. You know, $1.30 and crap like that. You know, I miss those days. Or even when it was $2.30, you know, that was great.
Yeah.
But he'd go all the way out there, and then he'd circle back, and whatever he couldn't find at Aldi, like, for example, they didn't have great prices on sliced cheese. I don't know why that was, but, or the great big bags of the shredded cheese and stuff like that. And so he'd go swing by Walmart on his way back and grab it there. Or milk. We never buy milk from Aldi. PTSD. So much PTSD. Have I told you about that, Kevin?
I'm not sure, honestly. There's a lot of stores that trade every other, let's be real.
That's fair. So, I went to Aldi one day, bought a half gallon of milk, brought it straight home, put it in the fridge. Everything was all fine and dandy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come to it the next day. So I had opened it and used it. The next day, it was separated beyond separated. Like,
What?
I don't even know how to begin to explain it. It looked like somebody, you know, like when you have a yolk in an egg versus the egg whites? That was how this milk looked. After less than 24 hours. And I was mad.
That is bizarre.
Yeah.
But I don't. What?
So, come to find out that Aldi freezes their milk. And that can cause it to separate. It can cause it to spoil early and separate. Versus other stores that don't transport theirs via frozen. But yeah, that is the thing I learned. I was not happy about it. Because I felt like I was out $2 or whatever milk was at the time for a half gallon. Or no, that was a full gallon, I think. No, it was a half. Because I only ever buy half gallons. And that was when I lived with my brother and sister-in-law. So. Oh, do you know what's even more comical? So they moved. Remember how I had the circle up here? They moved from the bottom left corner to the upper right corner. Or no, technically it's still the upper left, but you know, big swing around. And within like a month there was an Aldi next to the Walmart near their old place. My aunt lived over there still, so anytime I would dog sit / house sit for her, I'd go shop at that Aldi, which was a very nice one, but still don't buy milk at Aldi.
See, let me check to make sure that this is a chain and not a,
Especially not when you can just go to Quick Trip and get a bagged bag of milk, a half gallon, for $1.30. When I can also turn around, go across the street to any of the grocery stores, Dollar Generals, or anything, and they're selling half gallons for $2.30. And for some weird reason, bag milk is awesome. Like, I didn't think that would be as cool a thing. I just thought it was the strange thing that these weird Midwesterner Canadian folks would drink. No, it's actually really good. Do love me some apple cider. Hi, Milo. I'm doing well. I have cider and popcorn. And I have the Christmas tree lights up. I kind of feel like I should do another strand, but Masonator said it was fine. So, I don't know. I have another strand, but I need more batteries. Those boogers take 3 a pop. I also have Christmas tree brownies as well as gingerbread if I want those, but probably not right now. Let's talk about that for a minute here. What is your favorite, like, warm drink? Could be coffee, could be cocoa, could be cider. That one's mine, obviously. I am not a huge fan of cocoa at all. I've only had it once where I actually liked it. And it was something my aunt made. I'm not even entirely sure how she did it. I think she technically made hot chocolate versus hot cocoa. Because one is water and one is milk. I know that is the difference.
that was the thing, honestly.
Yes, it is, actually. That is the difference. One is made with water and one is made with chocolate, or made with milk, excuse me. Now which one is which, don't ask, because I'll never remember. But, yeah, that's the only time I've ever had it, and I don't like coffee. I can't stand the smell. What's new with everybody?
That's what I think it is.
Not really. What is?
I think this is one of my Christmas gifts.
I got the last presents for Masonator today. I was afraid with the snow and all of that because Amazon said it's not going to deliver until Friday all of a sudden, even though it was supposed to come today. I was like, oh no, USPS is shut down. Apparently they only delayed. But they canceled school today because of all the snow and ice and all that.
Okay. Actually, probably a bad idea. Never mind. I'll wait for you to end stream before I show you what these are.
Okay.
I cannot say just in case somebody is lurking.
That's fair. I'm so happy and excited. Ooh, what about?
Oh, the oven is done. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go put my dinner in the oven.
Gotcha.
I also need water because I'm dying of thirst.
Please drink water.
I'm on my 3rd bottle.
Exclamation point, hydrate.
Also, the store I was gonna tell you about, apparently it is a chain, so I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I probably sound weird for even worrying about that, but I wanted to at least make sure before I said it. But no, it's countrywide. So I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday.
You've never been to Hobby Lobby?
We don't have any really. I just happened to drive by one on my route yesterday. I was like, well, I got some
Dude.
time to kill. I might as well go there to go Christmas shopping, and I found a couple of things. But yeah, no, we don't have any really.
Kevin.
Any near us. Like all the ones that I up here are like hours away.
You have to remember that for me, That is like every Southern woman's place to go,
Oh, I know.
especially at Christmas time.
Oh, I just looked up locations in South Carolina. There's like 15 of them down there.
Oh, at minimum. There are 2. 3 in that circle that I was talking about. You think I'm kidding?
Like, let me just look up how many are actually here.
Go put your food in.
I will in a second.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's literally only 3.
Oh, that's awesome, Milo. And what do you have, Justin? I want to hear this solution.
Oh wait, there's one out there. I didn't know there was one out there. Okay, there's actually one closer than I thought. Granted, it's still good.
There's one in the town that I go to with the Aldi and the Walmart and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's one that I just apparently found out was actually only like 45 minutes away, but it's still 45 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna put my dinner in because I'm hungry.
Go put your dinner in. Grab water.
I'm gonna get water when I come back down. I have some in the freezer. Well, freezer. Garage.
I do need to scooch forward. I feel like I'm really far back. There we go. Never been shopping in Hobby Lobby? But I've been inside to cart returns when I was working as... Oh, okay. Very cold job, but I'm sure very... You feel very charitable, I'm sure, by the end of it. No, but Hobby Lobby is just a really big decor store, basically. Also, you know, your knickknackies, your knitting, your flower arranging, that sort of stuff. You can also get, like, paints and canvases and that sort of thing as well. But for the most part, you know, it's your decorations. These were technically Dollar General, but stuff like these you can find. Do I actually have any Hobby Lobby decorations right now? No, because that was Big Lots. How the heck do I not have any Hobby Lobby decorations up? No, I love Hobby Lobby. It can get a little expensive, but they run a lot of really good deals throughout the year. Like, I'm sure right now Christmas is 50% off. Don't know why, but it will be, you know. It's just all that sort of stuff. They run constant deals all the time, and it's great. I've gotten several, like, snowmen and Santa Claus things from my mom and my grandmother, respectively. Okay. Time Machine only stopped the rampant feral versions of the ancient or future Pokemon from coming through. It didn't stop them for the calm nature versions of them to go through, so therefore what? No, so the question that he had was specifically for the future ones. How did they get there in the first place for them to even realize that this was a problem? And that they needed to build a time machine? Because that would have required these futuristic Pokemon to go back in time. Which really just doesn't work. Unless there's just a time hole there already. And then, what's the point of the time machine other than to manipulate it? For his game, it is a plot hole. It works perfectly in Scarlet. It does not work as well logically in Violet. I wanted Christmas music, and this is doing the job. Like, I think all they needed to do was instead of saying, oh, we found these Pokemon here from the future, it should have been, we speculated that there could be Pokemon in the future, and so we went to go test it out and everything went rampant. That would make sense. It's the order of events that is problematic. I'm just waiting to see if she'll text me. I end up giving her my numbers. Oh, that's awesome, Milo. Hi, Kirsten. How you doing, friend? You usually have that in one message. Attempting. Like, it's really weird. Like, if I were to put on socks, I'd start dying of heat, even though they're, like, uber thin. But the second I don't have them on, I'm freezing and, like, start feeling sick. And I'm like, I don't get this. So, the send button is mean. I figured. I have popcorn. I have apple cider. I room temperature water. If that were the case, Justin, wouldn't there be more of them? That's fair, Milo. My thing is, I was not... I nearly put on my Minion pants earlier. Yes, I have Minion lounge pants, and they're awesome. But I ended up wearing shorts instead, which was great for when I was doing the dishes and cooking and running around the kitchen all day. But once I stopped, like, Masonator came home for lunch for a little bit, and he looked over at me. And he kind of looked at me funny. He was like, why do you look so sad? And I'm like, well, I wasn't really feeling sad. I was kind of tired, but I guess I'm sad now. I ended up getting back in bed for a little bit. And laid there half snoozing, half scrolling. For about another hour or so. And then got up. Attempted to turn on my computer. My mouse wouldn't work, so that took a while. And then got ready for stream. So. I might need to take another shower tonight and actually go ahead and wash my hair because it's atrocious.
I am back. Hello.
Hello.
I have water.
Good boy.
I can't get the cap on. There we go.
I know that feeling.
Cool thing about the this time of year is I can leave I can leave drinks in my garage since my room's in the basement.
Yep.
And they can stay cold.
Mm-hmm.
Have a fridge or anything. So that's the only good thing about not having a mini fridge. Even though I would like one eventually.
Maybe by the end of winter, you can get one.
The problem is that as much as I want one, I have nowhere to put it in my room.
Just get one of the Coca-Cola ones for like $40. They hold like 6 cans and that's it.
Yeah. I just, again, I don't know where I'd put it in my room.
They don't take up much space. It takes up less space than your computer monitor.
Yeah, I just have to, I might be able to put it like over there. Like how I'm pointing, like you can see.
I thought about that, but I made basically tacos earlier. So I found that Old El Paso makes tortilla cups, or they call them pockets. Hi, Nat. And they're basically just pre-folded, turned up tortillas. And so you can just dump it all inside and just eat it with one hand, which is basically what I do with my tortillas anyway, but no mess. So like I was walking around the whole apartment with this tortilla. Just chock full of stuff. But I didn't finish that until after 1, I think. And I was like, well, I know I want to do cider. So I'd rather not heat up 2 mugs. Considering I just washed like 3 of them. What did you say?
So my PC apparently needs an update again.
Well, they tend to do that. Hi, Bri.
The problem is that when I have this update, I have to reprogram everything. I have to reprogram everything on Streamlabs, OBS, doesn't matter what it is. And that's what messed up one of my recordings.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I told you about that.
Actually, since we've got a decent little crowd in here, I want to get some feedback from you guys. You know, we're toward the end of the year. Obviously, I had to take a lot of time off during the early part of the summer because of the wedding and moving and everything like that.
Yes, we're
But
getting into one next year. That's the feedback.
well, the question was, if you'll let me finish, what were some of the highlights from this year? I know for me personally, recording Wedlock was one of the best things for me. And I don't know if it was mostly because I actually had some time to dedicate to it, because I'd quit my job at that point and could just dive into it, or if it was just that fun. But like recording that series was so much fun. It was the best recorded series, solo at least, that I've had in a long time. Tandemaus spelling is correct. Is this the German spelling? Yeah.
I'd probably say highlight is well, one of the highlights was seeing my best friend get married.
Yeah, that was fun. I meant more so speaking with the channel, but that too.
I mean, it has some kind of impact on the channel.
That's fair. I mean,
you moved.
I made a Wedlock because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle, I'm sorry.
And then I got stuck at the on the train going back from the mall to the airport.
Wait, what?
You know that, don't you?
No, you didn't tell me about getting stuck on a train.
When me, Ange, and Mark, because Will, Nick, and Hannah left a couple hours before we all had to go to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
So we all got lunch in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
We all got ramen, and then we all just kind of sat around for like an hour. And then Nick, Hannah, and Will left to go catch... Well, I think they drove to the airport because Will had his rental.
Yeah. That he
Yeah,
would have
we were
needed
trying-
to return, too.
So the rest of us were trying to figure out if we had to Uber or something, but then we found out that the train from the mall would take us straight to the airport.
Oh, that's
Like, okay,
nice.
bad.
It's not
Yeah.
that far, so yeah, it makes sense.
No, it really wasn't, but there's a shuttle that there's like a train shuttle that goes there. So.
Oh, yeah. It's the same one that runs straight into the airport. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what it was that we took. So we took that, and Angie and I had to get off at the first terminal while Mark was getting off at the second one. So it was like, okay, fine, we can at least ride till we get to the first terminal. So we all did, and we get to we realize it's coming up. So Ange has one of her luggages, and I have my 2, plus the gift that you and Mason gave me. So I had to sneak that on the plane, but that's a whole different story.
Oh, I had to stop and think, what did we give you? I think
Yeah,
you got one of the chairs, right?
Yes. But because it wouldn't fit in my suitcase, I'm like, okay, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna... So I'm carrying that, along with my carry-on, along with my suitcase. So I'm carrying like 3 things.
He was supposed to have that sent to you, so that shows you how well that worked.
But so we got there, and Angie gets off the train, and I'm grabbing my bag. I'm walking towards the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then the charm for like doors closing goes off.
Oh yeah, it's a very quick time.
Yeah, no, the second I got to the door, it shut right in my face. And I was like, hello? No, there's somebody just getting off, and I'm looking for a button to, like, hit emergency open.
There is none. You're stuck.
And now all of a sudden it started going away, and all I see is Angie's face, and she looked like she was about to cry.
Oh.
Meanwhile, her phone was on 2%.
Oh no.
So I'm just like, well, there are other words, but...
Mm-hmm. Crap.
Like, okay, now what? Now what do I do? And Mark's just looking at me, just like... Mark's just looking at me like, what do I do now? And so we get off the next terminal, which is where he had to go. And luckily the shuttle from because we had to buy a ticket to get on the shuttle. Obviously, the shuttle. Okay, that came out unintentional. The shuttle, and so what ended up happening was. The shuttle, luckily, from the airport, from terminal to terminal, is no charge.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was able to jump on the terminal going back to the other terminal. I mean, I was able to jump on the shuttle to the other terminal, no charge. But it was like a 5-minute wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 10-minute wait. So I was like, okay, whatever, fine, I can wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up getting a hold of Ange. I'm like, look, just stay where you are. I'll be there in a couple minutes. I'm here at Mark. And all that. She's like, well, I'm glad you have someone.
Poor thing.
And Mark is looking at me. He ends up looking at Andy. He's like, yeah, I didn't know I'd be stuck with him either. It's like, Mark, it's not the time.
Oh, I love it.
I like being alone for a little bit. She's the one I'm nervous about.
Oh, wow. But I take it you got there fine and it was all
I
good.
got on the other train and got off and met up back up. I was like, oh my god. Now, did I show you how I snuck the train? Did I show you how I snuck the chair in on the plane?
No.
So, obviously, you're on the plane. You're only allowed one carry-on and one personal bag.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get it through because I'm like, it would count as a carry-on for some stupid reason.
Technically, it's a personal item, but yes.
I still had my backpack as my personal bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know. So I talked to a guy ahead of time, and they're like, yeah, no, you
Oh,
have.
this is a dreidel. I was like, what kind of song is? I was like, what song is this? It is. I have a little dreidel. Sorry. Continue.
Oh, you're fine. So I ended up talking to someone ahead of time, like before we even got to the airport, and explained to like, yeah, no, you would have to probably check a bag because that would count as a carry-on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I'm not about to check a bag for $20-something just for a small thing like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to Will and all them, and they're like, I don't know what to do. So let me see if I have the picture still. I'm gonna post it. I'll post it. No mic. Cause I'm just like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this on. And
Ooh.
we talked with Will, and then Will was like, you know, you could probably just do it this way. And then he explained the way, like a technique that he did.
Oh, to like hook it on the bag or something?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm just like, all right, that might work. So we get to the airport, and it goes to security fine. Like, that's not the part that I was concerned about. It was getting it on the plane, because they will stop you if you have an extra item, which was annoying.
I've never been stopped, so.
So I'm just like,
now, I've not had
right.
2 giant duffels and another suitcase with me, but.
Yeah, so I'll post here. I'll send it there now. That is the wrong. No. Did I just post it in the wrong? Okay.
You posted that in the announcements, Kevin.
Well, now you can see.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I got it on, and now apparently you hold the server can now see how I snuck this chair on the plane.
So, yes, to answer your question, Nat, technically we did buy Kevin a chair for the wedding as, like, his, bridesman, groomsman, all of those guys, and I think both of the dads got one too, or that was the plan. I don't remember if they actually did or not. They had their names embroidered in it, but they're actually coolers too. But you can sit on it, so it was really kind of neat, and it folds up like a backpack. It was really kind of a cool concept. But yeah.
I'll be completely honest. I've only used it once so far. But
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
I was gonna bring it with me to.
I'm sure my brother-in-law has probably used his a few times because he's a big hiker.
Yeah, no, I was gonna use it when we went to the theme park with my family this year. But I never got to it. So,
Yeah.
I did use it once outside.
Gotcha. But yeah, so Wedlock was definitely one of my favorites too. Gen 4 Egglock, I need to talk to Nick. Because he's the one who would... Huh?
Would you like me to take that out of announcements, by the way?
Yes, please. Thank you. But because he's the one who's been building those for me. I missed the battle videos between you and Kevin that I saw when I first subbed to the channel, so it would be a cool thing in the future, maybe.
That's literally what we were talking about the other day.
We did talk about that the other day.
You know, and not that I'm saying we have to bring it back right there, but
we can do something a little different though.
We have, well, number one, we have there's stuff we can do in like Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with that.
But we might even be able to turn it, instead of like the gen battles we did, we could probably turn them into Then We Fight videos.
Probably.
Because that seems to be the big thing right now.
Mm-hmm. We could easily do stuff like that. That's a good idea. Maybe something that we'll try to get worked on in the future.
I have some ideas for Then We Fight videos, and I'm excited to do them. I already got one person who wants to do them with me.
How do you feel about the new Nurse Joy design? I don't mind it.
Nurse Joy has a new design.
In Scarlet and Violet.
Oh yeah. It doesn't bother me at all.
Doesn't bug me. She looks fine. At least she doesn't glitch like everybody else.
Really
Anyway.
In the game. Even the glitches itself don't bother me.
Like I've said, and this will be the last time I talk about it because it's going to bug me to keep bringing it up. It's just the visual thing for me. I am a very visual person, and it's distracting. That's it. Anyway.
I don't think I caught that last part.
Hot chocolate mix and Cold Stone cream creamer into your coffee. See, I've never used creamer because I don't drink coffee. And I'm not a big hot chocolate fan. And I already toasted off my cider.
This is probably going to be a dumb question to ask, and I'm sure I talked about it before. You ever hear of the stuffed snack called combos?
Kevin, how many times do I have to tell you how common combos are?
I know. Anyway, I found these garlic parmesan ones.
Okay, that might be new.
I'm honestly I bought them the other day. Happy to try them, so I'm going to try one right now. So let's see what they taste like. They smell. I can definitely smell the garlic.
London fog tea. See, here's my other problem with hot teas. I've just never done it right, I don't think. Like, it doesn't matter how long I let it steep for. It just tastes like gross hot water to me. And like I said, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Like, even putting in, I put in lemon, I put in honey, nothing. Throat coat is the only kind that I tend to drink. Hi, John.
Hello.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, between Bri, Nick, and everybody else, they'll get us hooked up with another Egglock at some point. Oh, speaking of Bri, hello. Now, here's a question. Obviously, a lot of people are really diving into the shorts. I haven't talked with Brian in a while about doing any more of our shiny reactions. But, is that still, like, a cool thing to do anymore? Or is it...
Yeah.
Popular, yes.
Like, I mean, as far as, like, the shiny reactions and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, but another thing you can do, too, with
Milo.
shorts, and what a lot of people have been doing, too.
Hello.
Hello, geez, you're loud. Another thing you
Of
can
course
do
I'm
on
loud, Kevin. I'm boisterous.
are the collab shorts. So
Yeah.
like people are doing like first to find this in 5 minutes, or
Yeah.
even just in
The
general, even just challenge
reason
stuff.
the reason why I ask is because okay. So let me go ahead and take that off because that doesn't need to charge all the way. It was on 1% when I started stream. Anyway, so if I go back to my shorts, the finally got the Shink Shiny had 1.4K views, right?
Oh yeah.
The first Shink Shiny. Macaroni is Alive, which I thought was funnier, only got 36 views.
What was that one again?
Macaroni is Alive. That was the second shiny reaction. And it's like huge, like way drop off. Like that is actually my worst short, actually, as far as views go. By
I think the
half.
important thing with shorts is how you title them. Because the
That
other
is
one's just
fair.
titled Macaroni is Alive, right?
No, it's Macaroni is Alive, second shiny Shinx reaction.
What's the first one's titled?
Finally got Shinx after 2,000 plus eggs.
Yeah, that. I'd say the first one, like finally got shiny Shinx after 2,000 plus eggs.
Yeah.
It's more of an shiny Flamigo. Sorry.
Did you actually get a shiny Flamigo?
Yes, and I failed one about 10 minutes ago. So this is redemption.
There you go.
Rub it in.
I'll say
You'll
this.
get one
That,
soon.
I may have to try
will
that,
say
Kirsten.
this, that
I don't
the
know
other-
what I want to shiny hunt.
I will say that the other thing with shorts as well is that sometimes they'll just randomly pop. Like if you just scroll and do something like TikTok, how they just randomly pop up. That's sometimes what will happen with YouTube shorts. They'll just randomly pop up for people and it's like, oh hi.
That's another thing as well. If you have a shorts edited up, ready to go on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
put it up on TikTok as well.
Well, I don't have TikTok.
That doesn't stop you from making one. I mean, if you don't want to make one, that's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, like, it's extra content, and it's an extra way to get your content out.
That's fair.
And just while we're on, actually, I'm going to go real quickly to my.
I would take anything at this point. I just want this game to throw me a bone for once. That's fair. Cause like I only did those two shiny reactions within the last year because I pulled a what now, which was actually John helping me with that Mewtwo card. That was over a year ago.
I mean, I'm looking at my like top 3 most viewed videos. They're obviously all shorts. 2 of them are TCG ones, and then the other one is that's kind of spooky. My shiny Bucephalon at 666 views.
That is spooky. No, my very first one, which is still I think my favorite of them all. Anybody want to guess which one it is?
Milo surrender.
It is indeed. That one.
Combined 2 year shorts. I just said Milo gets kicked out of the corner.
So that one had 890 views. It is the second best short that I've had. The best one being the first Shinx reaction, as far as views go. That one I think is my favorite though, because it's just so ridiculous. And I have watched it probably half of those views. And then Ian kicks Palkia out of the corner has 670. Like that's still pretty good. But then you get to the I pulled a what now that had 62. And Macaroni is Alive had 36.
I think the only thing with that one, I put a what now, was shorts was still kind of being implemented at the time, and I think that was at the time when YouTube kind of like brushed them away.
I think, yeah, you're right with that one.
They just started really coming back only like a couple months ago now, and now they're really starting to get pushed again.
That's fair.
Again, it really depends on what it is and like what the title is and how people find it. Because if it's getting more views, it'll appear more on people's quote unquote for you page on what like they would say on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, TikTok, but it's the same thing. Like YouTube has a shorts feature right here. If you go on on the website, and just random shorts just pop up. Like there's one from Tobin. Let's see what this one is. That is one from whatever you are. That is
I keep getting this this lady named Mama Cusses, and I love her. She's fantastic.
there's Pat. There's Philly Beats.
I'm not even following her, but
There's an elevator. There's a minion driving a cart. What?
hello.
That's Selena
You
Gomez.
might want to send me that minion one.
My
Oh,
mind
it wasn't a
is-
minion. It was a, like. Okay, I thought that was a minion. It was not a minion. It was Mario Kart, and it was the turtle Lakitu thing. Never mind.
Oh dear.
That is a man falling in a pothole. Okay, I had enough of this.
My mind is a mess right now.
Hi, Felix. Like I said, I'm just trying to get a feel for stuff because obviously, like, you guys enjoyed Wedlock. Wedlock was a really fun one for me. And you guys enjoyed some of my egglocks and stuff. Also get stuff from Tobin Vandy and the Georgia crew as well as drag race stuff. All right. you get Tobin and Vandy and Dylan and those guys and then drag race. Just
That is such an interesting drag race, having Tobin, Vanny, and all of them.
oh, I'm sorry. It just was like one of these things is not like the other.
Ash, have you ever thought about doing like sort of like one-off collab content, like then we fight some free-for-alls and stuff?
We were actually just talking.
I thought about it. It's just been so hard lately because, you know, with all the move and everything, and then trying to just nail down the schedule has been insane. Like, basically, any time that I'm streaming is the only time I'm free.
See, what's funny is that
And you'd rather stream than record.
Well, not necessarily. I lack the motivation sometimes to do either one. like,
You know,
today,
that
for
is
example.
completely fair.
Today, for example, if you'd asked me an hour and a half ago to stream, I would have told you no.
Yeah.
And the reason being is because I felt so ill.
That's
I literally
completely
I got back in bed and was in bed for another hour. And I didn't get
Well,
out of bed until 11 o'clock this morning.
the thing was
I
that-
mean, the thing is, like, I obviously, if you've noticed, the first episode came up already, so I can talk about it. I did.
Yeah, with
I
Derek
recorded
and
some-
Brian
with Derek and
Cursed,
Brian
right?
Cursed.
Yeah.
And literally, we just got into a group chat
Mm-hmm.
and was like, okay, when's everyone free? And we were all like, well, I'm free now, then, and I'm free then. I was like, okay, we'll do it then.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just hopped into call on the Saturday. We were in there for like maybe an hour. And
Yeah.
that was it recorded. And all Derek literally had to do was take the recording. I don't think he did that. I think he just stopped the recording and then started it over and over and over again. And
Yeah,
he
that's
barely,
what it was.
like, he didn't really have to edit it either. He just put it out. Because you don't really have to edit much.
Yeah, that was the other thing is, like, I would love to jump back into recording stuff. I just don't have the time or energy to do any editing. Like, poor Kevin knows.
Like, that's the
I've
beautiful
had
thing about,
two videos that I started working on months ago that I still have yet to finish.
One of them I was in.
One
Yeah,
of
the thing is,
one of them was another recipe video that is done. I just didn't do any like extra visual stuff that I had wanted to do, and I was just like, I don't know what to do, and so I just stopped.
That's fair. Yeah.
Honestly, I think the other one that you did that I was in.
Do you want me to just send you the files and you do it? You finish what I've done.
I mean, if I had the time, I barely even have the time to do that myself. I haven't edited a video. Well, I edited my last short, but I haven't
Yeah.
really edited a video in probably almost a year now.
But that's the other thing. It's like I would love to, you know, send stuff off to somebody else and have them work on it, but I don't have the money to pay them. And I feel weird about not paying editors.
Yeah, you feel bad about making them do all the work for free.
Exactly.
I'm
Like
I'm the same.
Brian was like, you know, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And I'm like, I still feel bad. You know? Because he edited both of the shiny reactions that I have up on the channel. And so it's just like...
It really just, like, just depends.
Why are you in a tree?
I'm hoping for the next, because that's one of my goals for next year. Going into at least 2023 is definitely to do more video stuff, and I have a lot more video stuff. You know, it's just what I'm probably gonna have to do myself is cut down streaming and focus on like instead of streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then weekends, stream maybe once or twice, and then use the other days that I typically would stream to record.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because between one-off videos, collabs, or even just random video, like I got some big ideas, and you already know a couple of them. One of them I think you're a part of.
Actually, I'm curious on something.
Something that never falls out, but you know, and it's just the way I'm looking at it is Scarlet and Violet really opened a lot of opportunities for content, especially in the community. You know, I know that Dylan and
7,
Pat
8,
doing hide and seek competition game, which looked like a
12.
blast.
So
I've got some fun creative stuff in the works as well.
Yeah.
and maybe it's a little bit of the burnout with that one because it's I did 12 streams of it from starting 3 weeks ago. So like I did a lot of only Scarlet and Violet for a while.
Yeah. I feel that like it's not I wouldn't really
I'm jealous.
I wouldn't call it a burnout from my end just because I haven't been streaming it every day. More so because I've been waiting on like when Andrew's able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at that point where it's just like I just want to finish the story. I want to do these videos, you know. And I finished the main story, and we're gonna do the post stuff this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying. I wouldn't personally call it for myself a burnout. It's just more at the point. It's just I want to finish because I have all these ideas I want to do.
I might want to bring back just doing some showdown battles too, because that's fun, and I've missed that, and I haven't done that. When was the last time I did a showdown one?
And even I think they
9 months ago. A shiny young goose since my second one today, dude. Chill.
I've been hunting today, and that Flamigo was my third capture today.
I think that I could
Hunting,
be
though,
wrong.
so.
They did.
Wait.
They've updated Showdown now. You can do Scarlet and Violet battles.
Yeah, they've got the new Scarlet and Violet ones in there as well.
Wait, when did I do a Gen 3 egg lock?
You did that live.
Because this is Gen 5.
Didn't you do that? Didn't you do the... Wait, no. No, wait, no. That was...
I didn't do a Gen 3.
No. That was the one you were planning, I think.
Oh, see, Kyle said something about it. I had already done it, and I'm like, I'm looking through my live videos, and that does not exist.
I went on my channel. That's not helping.
And I do miss Cage Lock, too.
Yeah, you did. Because before the wedding, you were doing that Crystal Clear game.
Yeah. No, everything before that is an extreme. Before the last Cage Lock in Wedlock. Yeah, I didn't do another one.
Yeah, because it was Legends Arceus, then you focused on the Crystal series.
Yeah.
And it was
Which,
all the Wedlock.
that didn't go very well. I didn't get past the stupid tree.
Is everything you've done in a playlist?
I have everything in playlists.
Yeah.
Because I have put Scarlet, Shiny Hunting, Cooking, Shorts. My husband made me play Minecraft. Wedlock.
Yeah.
Cage Lock. Crystal Clear. Arceus. Egg Lock. Did Milo fall asleep that fast?
We might have.
I am so stinking jealous. Ha ha ha, Klepto!
Nope. My food is done. I'll be back.
I also have one just labeled friendship.
Yeah, Yeah, I think that's the folder that you had for us. So.
Yeah, the first video that it shows is me wearing the Yoda Christmas hat. So it was our Christmas episode.
Forgot we did that. That was the one with all the dinosaurs, right?
Oh, Primate, why are you in a tree? That is not what I heard you say. I couldn't tell what you said though, so I was like, what?
Primates spawn in trees. I'm not sure why.
Ooh, there
What
it
am I
goes.
going after? Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
That sounds like it was there for a while.
Well, that was one of those. I don't know if it was just building up or what, but it just went whee! If only it had actually cleared up my nose, though. Thank you, guys. Ooh, no, I was on antibiotics for 10 days, and I still have sinus issues, so
Oh, no.
I'm not happy about that, but I'm not going back to the doctor because I'm stubborn. And I don't want to give them more money.
Oh, yeah, you guys have to pay.
Yeah, we do. We have to pay in every respect. Like, let me explain this to you, John. To add me to my now husband's medical insurance, dropped his pay by over $100 a week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and just mute Milo. Oh, I can't server mute him. Hang on.
I was about to say one of the others can.
Someone else might want to just.
He's got the authority to turn it off, so.
You know what?
Are you gonna kick him?
Make sure you hit disconnect and not kick.
Let's make sure you did that right, sir.
Because that's,
Okay. We've made
that's
that
a very
mistake
important
before.
thing to do, right?
Again.
We've made
I
that
know, I was about
mistake
to say,
before.
Yes. But like, say you had to go to the pharmacist and pick up a prescription.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have to pay for that?
Yes. Now, you may not have to pay for every single prescription, or you may be getting, like, a massive discount. Like, for example, the antibiotic that I got is probably...
Wait, what?
So he wasn't asleep? All three of you. But no, the pill, the antibiotic that I got, I paid for it plus these vitamins plus this thing like $20 in total. That
Jeez.
by itself should have been at least that, if not more. So I
Like,
had a
here's the
discount
thing.
because of my insurance. Like my pill that I take every single day, I don't pay a dime for.
Yeah. But like, my dad's laid up with his back at the moment. He's got
Yeah.
his back in something fierce. Basically, one of his discs is slightly, one of the spinal discs is slightly out of alignment, and it's pressing against one of his nerves.
Oh, you might want to unmute him then. There you go.
Yeah. So basically, he's on a lovely concoction of really strong pharmaceuticals at the moment.
Uh-huh.
And if he ever runs out, it's just a case of he calls up the pharmacy and asks for a prescription.
Mm-hmm.
And you just go and collect it free. You don't have to pay for them.
No, see,
just-
depending on what the pills are, like, for example, diabetic pills and things like that tend to be in the hundreds of dollars
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, no. Like,
per
we're
prescription.
talking like...
My aunt, before she passed away last December, she was getting thousands of dollars worth of medications. And that was with, I think she had Medicaid, you know, but with some form of, you know, insurance is supposed to help pay for it. And depending on your insurance, it just may not pay for it. Like certain
True.
doctors or like you can go to certain optometrists with certain insurances, but like growing up, we always had the state insurance in South Carolina, and that did not pay for an optometrist. High price.
Wait. Optometrist as an eye, as in like
Glasses, yeah. And then I'd
By
have
the
to
way,
pay
wait, so you have to
$200
pay
for
for-
glasses.
Ash,
oh no, you have to pay for glasses over here too. That's
Ash,
its own separate
Yeah,
thing.
yes, Milo.
I'm sorry, but speaking about the state insurance,
Yeah.
I'm on the state insurance, and they just added dental to my state insurance.
No, that was something we always had. No, and when I say state
No.
insurance, I meant for
I know.
state employees. So it's a little
No,
different than just like the
In
state
UK,
government.
Dentists are generally their own practices. They're not really governed by the NHS over here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same with opticians. They're not really, most of them aren't really governed by the NHS either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can go and book an eye test and go and have your eye test and get your prescription completely for free. But you'll then have to go and buy your glasses. And I'll usually just go to a website like Glasses Direct and buy two
Well,
pairs
see-
for like £50.
Yeah, most places around here, they market where it's like, buy 2 sets of glasses, get a free eye exam. You know, stuff like that. Hey, Metal. But in reality,
bit
they've
backwards,
marketed
isn't it?
exactly. But as far as it's your birthday, heck yeah, happy birthday, bud. But as
Happy
far as
birthday.
like
Marlo, so here.
paying for it, you're
Happy
really paying for
birthday
the
to
service
you.
as you're buying your glasses.
Yeah.
Cause like my
Like-
little boxes of contacts, $200.
Ugh.
Why do
Yeah,
you
you
think
do-
these are supposed to
I-
last only 2 weeks? Why do you think I make them last 2 years?
This is
I have-
why I don't wear contacts.
I
We do
just
have to buy
changed-
contacts over here as well.
I just
Contacts are not free.
changed my contacts out a couple weeks ago now. The last time I had changed them was right before my wedding.
Christ. This is why I wear glasses, because that's one of the things that you do have to pay for over here.
No,
is
I take them
eye
out
stuff.
every night, so it's not like I'm wearing them 24/7 that long. No, not
No,
that bad.
obviously. If you were wearing your
I'd have some form of infection in my eyeball at that point.
I would have questions if you were sleeping with your contacts in, starting with how can you? Because my sister's done it a couple times by mistake, and she always wakes up in like excruciating pain, and her eyes are all puffy and red.
Usually that is the case for me. There was one night though. I don't know what happened exactly. Because I remembered clearly taking my contacts out and putting them in the case and sealing up the case and everything. Because I remember pouring in the solution and everything. I woke up and I could see. And I like went to my mom because I was staying at her house. I was staying at my parents' house that night. And I was just like, did something miraculous happen to me or something in the middle of the night? And she's like, no, you probably just slept in your contacts. And I went and looked. My case was sealed up. I opened it. There was solution in it, but no contacts. And so I just slipped them out, put them in the thing, and put them right back in.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but yeah. That is the failings of the American medical system. However, one tidbit for anybody who's still young enough to have their wisdom teeth. Ooh, that looks good, Kev. How's the snow?
Jeez.
I haven't been outside today, so.
Jeez.
Jeez.
It's loaded baked potato crusted with chicken.
Isn't that awesome
Is it
sounding?
cheese or all sauce?
No, it's a cheese.
Like a
Ah,
cheesy
good,
gravy
good.
almost.
Yeah, it's like it's a potato. It's potato, cheese, bacon bits, all wrapped in chicken.
So
Actually, how cold
metal.
is it for you right now, Ash? Actually, it's
So this is actually really bad, and this is why I was told to stay home today.
Okay.
Last night when Masonator came home, he said the words, "It's raining."
Yeah, that'll do it.
But then, when we woke up this morning, there was a half foot of snow.
Oh, that's even worse.
So not only did it snow, but all of that rainwater froze. So they actually canceled school. They don't cancel school for snow up here unless it's a blizzard. You know, so they canceled school today.
I'm looking at what
And
we've got
USPS delayed. Like, that's how bad it was. USPS delayed. I thought they weren't even going to come, but they managed to get the roads cleared up by about the time I finished making lunch, about 1 o'clock. It was pretty clear. However, going back to what I was saying about if you're still young enough to have your wisdom teeth in, if they are considered erupted, it is a dental charge to your insurance, not medical. But if they are impacted wisdom teeth when you have them removed, they are considered medical. Do not let them charge you falsely, because they did that to my mother. Because my brother, poor guy, had 7 impacted wisdom teeth. So whenever it came for my turn to have my 4 wisdom teeth removed, the oral surgeon that we'd gone to, because apparently we went to the same one, just a different location, they had a $600 credit sitting there waiting for us and did not tell us about it. Because they overcharged us.
What?
Yeah. Because my mom had to pay out of pocket for my brother. Because I don't think at that time they had dental. Or at least not a good dental.
Yeah, it's been
Do you have Mario Party? No.
a good 5.
Oh, look at you probably enjoying Fortnite and whatever they're playing these days. I still can't stand Fortnite.
God, come on.
You are so freaking lucky. Like,
Wait, what?
I had 4, but my brother had 7 wisdom teeth.
I've never had a tooth removed.
They're the only ones we ever had removed, and that's because our mouth... I don't know if this is hereditary or what, but our mouths are too small. That is a personal question, Justin, and I am not going to answer that.
Yeah, no personal questions allowed. Thank you very much.
I've never had another tooth removed. I've
last
only
time
ever
I
had
was
one
noticed.
filling, too.
I've got about 5 at this point, I think. 4 or 5.
Can we
Nope,
stop
it's the only
talking about removed teeth, please?
Sorry.
Can we just stop discussing the dentist in general? That's like a hell yikes for me.
See, I never had a problem with the dentist. Not until I got older and developed anxiety.
I'll say this much, and this is the last thing I'll talk about. When they numb you for whatever reason, I panic because of being someone with food allergies, and like when your mouth feels like it's numb, and it feels like you can't breathe or swallow, it gives me such a heart attack, and I hate the feeling.
See, when they've had to numb me, I have issues with needles, specifically. And they have 2 different procedures for things that they do to numb you. The one involves a needle that they say doesn't actually hit you or like pierce the skin or whatever, but it does. I don't care what they say, it does. And the other one is like basically they called it the laughing gas, you know, in all those old 80s movies and stuff, but it doesn't actually make you laugh, it just makes you relax a lot. However, the first time that I ever had the gas instead, they gave me too much. And like, I don't know if that in part with the fact that it was around lunchtime and I hadn't eaten, and so my blood sugar tanked, but like I couldn't move my arm. I would try to lift it up and it just flop right back down.
Well, that's a problem.
You know, stuff like that. It was like, oh, joy. Yeah. It's an anesthetic. Both of them are. But one is a much more localized, but they use... I think it's more like the water pick is what it actually is to do it, but it feels like a needle and I hate it. Anyway. That'll be it for the dentist talk.
Yes, please. Right. On a more I don't know. Words are going through my mind. I don't know what to.
How did you not get your 16-year molars? I've never heard of 16-year molars. Isn't that your wisdom teeth? Is that not the same thing? Molars.
How many, Ash, how many cookies is your mom making?
An absurd amount.
I just saw that on Facebook.
No, like, seriously, I popped open Facebook earlier, and my mom just showed this picture of a big thing of cookie dough,
I just
and
saw that.
and she's like, already 100 cookies on the sheets, and still haven't made a dent. And I'm just like, all right.
I want to comment and just be like, you accepting visitors?
No, so at Christmas time, she makes what we call Yoni's cookies. And Yoni was the name of my great-grandmother. Her grandmother. And Yoni had a specific set of cookies that she'd make every Christmas. And so my mom's going through now and making all the cookies. And I did look it up. Wisdom teeth are the 16-year molars.
I'm gonna respond and be like, you accepting visitors for some testers?
Well, actually, two of my molars, two of my wisdom teeth are kind of just sitting right at the base of my jawline. They haven't actually broken through.
Well, they actually
both the ones
say
on my
to leave them
bottom jaw.
alone unless you have to.
Oh yeah, I don't touch them. My top two have come through, and they both came in straight. And the bottom ones are both straight. They just haven't broken.
My bottom one,
We're just talking about teeth now.
Okay.
my bottom one, like if this is the 12-year molar, came in like that, completely sideways, and was like
Yeah,
rubbing against the side of it.
Anyway,
So they were like,
changing
we
the
have to get
subject.
rid of that. So
Changing the subject. This is the changing subject song. I hope you like it.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
where are my
Um,
tissues?
What was I gonna do? I forgot.
I just thought I heard a massive burp.
That was me.
I blew my nose.
Love it. Love it.
I got a subject changing topic. Go for it, Clep. Back to my mom's
Oh.
cookies for a second here. Yeah, we do. Yoni had a specific version of the just standard chocolate chip cookies. She just added really finely chopped pecans in it too. Just gave it a little bit of a nutty flavor. It was really good.
Oh.
Oh, pecans.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, you can't have those. Which means you can't have any of her
can't
cookies because
either
she cooks them
anymore.
all in the same pans. Sorry.
I can't either anymore.
Well,
I can't
sucks for
either.
Kevin.
Are you allergic to peanuts now all of a sudden?
No.
Or tree nuts, rather?
Nope. I kind of swore off. Them
Oh, okay.
because where I'm working is a nut-free campus.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. But so it's the chocolate chip. There's mint kisses, which are meringue cookies. She just puts green food dye in it to make it turn green. But they have little chocolate chips in them. It's really good. If you like those things. Ginger snaps. Scotch cookies, which are basically... They basically look like caramel just flat on the pan that's just been smashed. It's been a long time since she's made Scotch cookies, though.
Ginger snaps have got a very different name in the UK.
Do they?
Yes.
What is it?
I can't really say because to some it might not be PG.
Oh dear.
Um,
Put it
let
in
me
game.
tell
Put
you-
it in game codes. But the other two are a peanut butter cookie and then my favorite, the Texas sand tarts. Oh no, that's fine. Ginger nuts. Okay.
oh yeah, they're ginger nuts.
Oh, that's fine.
They're great because they've got a really good hit to them as well.
Oh, do you do the cayenne version or whatever?
No, it's just the ginger's got a nice heat to it.
Because there's a shop down the street who makes ginger snaps, but they do 2 different versions. They do regular and then they do spicy.
Speaking of spicy, you should see the quesadillas. I made a new batch of quesadilla meat and it's
No, I did not see that. What are the first 5 shinies you'd like to find in Scarlet? I know it's going to be super difficult to do. Roaring Moon. That is one I want.
honestly not hard. I got mine really quick. I
Luke
know exactly where
Luke
you
got his pretty quickly because I watched that short today.
If you want, I can help you get set up with the right ingredients and stuff to get it. Are you in the post game or have you?
I'm beating it.
Sweet. Have you got the Chinese charm yet?
No.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it helps, but if you get your hands on a couple Herba Mystica, you're set.
Let's do all 3 doggos. So we want Fido,
Yeah.
the Mabostiff evolution, whose name is escaping me at the moment,
You've got
and Grivard.
Mastiff and Mabostiff.
Mastiff, thank you.
And then you've got Grivard and Houndstone.
Mm-hmm.
Of those 3, I've only got one of them. I don't have Grivard / Houndstone or Mastiff or Mabostiff yet. I tried going for Mabostiff, but the spot I went to also had Zoroark spawns, and the Zoroarks ended up dominating the entire spawn location. So I ended up hunting it instead. So whenever I find a location that's better for hunting them, I'll let you know where it is too.
Thanks. But the Texas sand tarts are essentially a shortbread cookie. They also have finely chopped pecans in them. But you roll them out flat and you cut them into like rhombus shapes or diamond shapes for those who aren't math nerds.
Love it.
And then you bake it until it's just starting to turn colors. And then you take it out because it'll keep baking a little longer. And you dredge it in powdered sugar. So good.
That does sound incredible. I haven't done baking in ages.
Oh, I love it.
My sister used to make...
My dad's a math teacher at Chick, so... If I didn't
My
actually
sister
call it
used
a
to make,
rhombus, he would have been upset with me. That's his switch. I
We
need
used to
my
make
switch.
chocolate hazelnut cookies all the time, so we might end up making some more of those at Christmas.
I'm trying to think, because I'm assuming the Koraidon is shiny locked, and I already caught it anyway. So
All static encounters are shiny locked.
I
So
wanted
anything you've got to
Gimme
interact
Ghoul.
with the catch.
I wanted
Gimme Ghoul.
that
shiny
one,
locked.
but apparently there's
Since you
no
have to
change
interact with them.
anyway.
Yeah, either that. I don't know if there's no change or they just haven't actually made the shiny.
That could be. There you go.
But yeah, all the legendaries, the Gimme Ghoul, and the 5. You recaught one of the Titans, right?
Recaught? What do you mean?
Like you can go back and catch the Titans
Yeah.
after you fight them.
Mhm.
Yeah, those specific versions of the Pokemon are shiny locked as well.
Gotcha.
So,
Baxcalibur line. That'd be the last one.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but their shiny is
I
absolutely atrocious.
know.
I'm so upset.
You've told
Like, it
me.
makes Garchomp look good.
That's sad.
Wait,
What?
who?
The new pseudo. Its shiny
Oh.
is dreadful. I will say, if you manage to get one, if you evolve it to its middle stage is actually decent.
Mm-hmm. And then its final is just not good.
Yeah, I think its middle one's called Arctibax. Or
Yeah,
is it Frigibax? I don't remember.
Arctibax is my favorite.
Yeah, Arctibax is alright if you can get it shiny.
It's Frigibax, Artibax, Excalibur.
Baxcalibur. Because it's,
Excalibur.
Excalibur, but yeah. Anyway.
I don't think of what else is worth going after for like good shinies. Let me have a look at my box real quick and I can give you some pointers.
My problem is with a lot of these shinies, like, I would need help spotting some of them.
Oh no, I'm specifically going to go through and find ones that are obvious. So that you don't have that issue. Like Tatsugiri, is really fun to hunt. A couple of their forms are really hard to notice.
Like the one that I found. Yeah, seriously, Bri. The one that I found by accident, I thought it was a new Mon. I didn't realize it
What
was
was it?
shiny. The Spidey.
Was it not Tarantula? Yeah, you got Tarantula, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one as well. That was my first shiny.
Yeah, it would be easier if that were the case. However, whoever put in the thing about your Mon won't kill it, good for you. Because that's going to be the only way I'm going to find some of these.
That's the only way I was able to hunt Zoroark. Because Zoro and Zoroark, like Ditto, they hide as other Pokemon.
Yeah, the Tadbulb doesn't really change either. Obviously,
Oh,
Bellybolt
Tadbulb's
does,
awful.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was you posting it in the shiny thing. Because I try to clear out all my notifications, and that's one that I just never really, would go through too often. But I started, trying to clear it out here lately. And so I've seen a couple of them. That one is actually noticeable to you now? Well, good for you.
I'm gonna bring my box here. What would be worth going after?
But yeah, I think those 5 would be the ones I'd want to go through first.
Ones that would be easy to go after. Let me see. Waltrol and Kilowattrel would be good.
I've heard
They're
that
quite noticeable.
Wattrel is hard to find. Like, as far as the shiny.
Well, the
it's hard to
thing is,
notice.
Kilowattrel is easier to spot because it's bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And where I hunted them, they spawn in groups of 5, so it stands out.
That's fair.
And another one to go after, Cloth. Cloth has got one of the best new shinies this generation.
I'm trying to remember which Mon that
It's
is.
a blue crab.
Oh, Cloth.
I wasn't
Okay.
I wasn't going to tell you what the shiny was, but yeah.
No, I've seen it. You showed it to me.
Oh, did I?
Mhm.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, one of the best new shinies. Reller is also pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Little dung beetle guy.
Yeah.
Veluza is such a good shiny.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my. It's grown on me this generation. I've started using it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Palmy is noticeable.
Oh.
Yeah, I've heard Fido is really noticeable because it turns pink, I think.
It's kind of like a really nice faded pink. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. Same with Palmy and Palmo. They're bright pink.
Palmy's really pink.
As for Paradox forms,
Actually,
it's already down
Bri, if you wouldn't mind giving me one of your Quaxleys, I would appreciate it. Because I know, didn't you breed that one? I know you were breeding Fuecoco.
there. I mean, I've got all 3. I'll probably breed you one at some point.
Yeah, if I could get the other 2, and you could send a Fuecoco and a Quaxley over to Masonator, I'm sure he would
Yeah.
appreciate that too.
Come on, Primeape.
Because those are going to be the hardest ones for us to get, unless we can find them in the game somewhere.
Nah, you can't.
You can or cannot.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot, unfortunately.
Citadel is a good shiny. I heard that one's a good shiny.
Citadel and Cititan are so good.
See, why can't they just do it for everybody? I've heard the Cyclozar is, or I've seen the Cyclozar one, and it was actually a jump scare shiny. Because you know how they just run
Cyclozar's
around
pretty good.
and they zoom? Yeah, apparently this guy
I-
was like hunting for something else, and it just zoomed up and smacked right into him. Shiny.
I specifically went after it, shiny hunting it, and I was expecting the spawns to maybe be like 3 or 4, maybe 5 in the world. No, there was like 20 of them, just tearing around the place. I was like, how am I meant to keep on top of this? Because like I'd run away to try and despawn them, and they'd all just follow me, and I'm like, no, stop! I'm trying to despawn you all.
Yeah.
So I'd
Yeah.
try and turn around, and then I'd run into one, and it was just chaos.
Yeah.
I got it though, and it was actually really good.
Yeah, I think it
Another-
like turns like a whitish color almost, right?
It's kind of a sort of like creamy color.
Oh, okay.
There we go. And I think the red sort of spots on its sort of like just above its jaw go blue.
Neat.
But the obvious one is this like a pale sort of creamy white color.
Mm-hmm.
Another good one is Toad School.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really good. Toad Skull, the base form, it goes like a really nice, instead of sort of like brown with yellow spots, the entire thing goes like a silvery white.
Ooh, interesting.
And then the Toad's Cruel, the top of it is black, and all the tentacles are like bright purple.
Yeah, I saw
Like,
that one pop up.
Like proper like neon purple.
I actually saw a video. I want to say it was on YouTube. And if it wasn't, I'm going to be sad. But it was just, I watched a crap ton of shorts earlier. But
Nice.
one of them that I watched, basically was like, you know, if you're in a union circle and you and one of you finds a shiny going in, you know, separate directions and you're not sure, you know, whose it was for, if the other person comes over and it was actually, you know, their shiny, the person who found it needed to save right beforehand and then shut their game off. And then, and by doing that, it breaks the union circle. But, you know, this would be like after they've caught the shiny for the other guy. But when they do that and they reopen the game, that shiny is still there.
Still there.
And it's now theirs.
Yeah.
I was like,
The best-
that is horribly clever.
Oh, that's a really good exploit, but it's not the best one I've found so far. The best one I've found so far allows you to give your friends pretty much infinite Herba Mystica.
What?
So you remember back in Sword and Shield, if you got a shiny den, you could host it repeatedly and let people get the shinies?
Yeah, because Klepto used to do that for
Speaking
us
of
all the
shiny.
time. Did you find one?
Sweet. I got a shiny Primeape,
Heck yeah.
which means I can get an Iolape. Anyway, so it turns out, in this game, in the Terra raids, the rewards are predetermined.
Yeah, I've been told that, but if you find the shiny, you can back out and
No,
it'll
we're
still
not-
be shiny, right?
Well, shiny too, but we're not talking about shinies, we're talking about the rewards.
Okay.
Because the Terra raids are how you get Herba Mystica.
Oh, okay.
So if you find a raid, there's like 10 or 12 specific Pokemon. Actually, I'm
They
going to
give
go
them
on
to you?
to Cerebi, because I need to just double check this. So every 5 and 6 star raid then has one slot in its loot pool dedicated to Herba Mystica.
Okay.
Except for about 5 or 6.
Okay.
So, as an example, we'll talk about Raichu, because it's the first one on the list.
Okay.
It has a 10% chance to have one sweet Herba Mystica, and then there are 4 slots dedicated with the same percentage chance to green ability mints.
Okay.
The same goes for Arcanine, where you can get the red ones, which are boosting attack. Slowbro gets the blue ones, so does Cloyster. If you go to Gengar, it has 5 slots, each one dedicated to one different Herba Mystica.
Oh, wow. So I need to be doing Gengar raids, is what I'm hearing.
So Gengar, what are the other ones? Let me go through here. Oh, there's one. Blissey.
Okay.
Drifblim.
Okay.
Glalie.
Okay.
Amoonguss and Electros.
Okay.
And the rest of them.
Do I want my
there's
last
more.
tree or do I want a snowflake?
Palafin, Satitan, Dondozo are the last ones. So
Okay.
here's the thing, right? So I was doing these with my friend Brandon. He had a Satitan raid. It was a
Ooh.
5-star, I think it was a dark type. And every time he ran it, there were 3 Herba Mystica as a reward.
Wow.
So he was basically hosting that for us. He was resetting his save, rehosting, resetting the save, rehosting. It got to the point where I, after about half an hour of doing this, had 36 Herba Mystica.
Wow.
And my other friend Taylor had 84.
Jeez.
So, if you manage to get your hands on one of those, you can get people set up real quick.
Hi, Carlos. That
So
is
that's
crazy.
kind of So it only works if so. It's like if you find one of the dens on your world and it's got like a 5-star rate as one of those ones. Basically, if it's early in the day, you basically go out and say, "Yo, anyone want a butt ton of Herba Mystica?" And you just start hosting it, and everyone gets them. But the only downside is the host only gets 3 because once it's done, they'll just finish it off, and they only get the 3 at the end.
So when in the process can the host back out and be able to redo it?
So basically, you just complete the. So you turn off autosave. Is the first thing.
Okay.
If you've got a save at the start of a raid, then, and you're hosting it from your own world, it doesn't autosave at all.
Okay.
So you can clear the raid completely, shut down the game, relaunch it. You'll still have the save from before you did the raid, if the raid's still there.
Okay then.
And then you just host it again with your friends. Like I've still got. How many have I still got actually? I'll go into my bag. I have still got. I've still got 10 Herba Mystica in my bag. Of the 36 I had.
You have to catch the Pokemon before closing the game, or we'll get a timer banned. Oh, okay.
Like you have to complete out of the raids and then shut it down.
Okay.
Alright, let's go
So
through.
it has to, do the animation to disappear, shut down the game, reboot.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And you just do that over and over. I'd have to double check with him how he was doing it, but yeah, it's something like that.
Kevin,
Hello?
which chat are you typing in?
What?
Is he in your announcements again?
No, he was in the game codes. I was just making sure that
know.
that was where he was wanting to be.
I was gonna say. Well, no, I'm asking. I'm gonna ask you a question, but I don't want to say it while you're live.
Gotcha. No, I'm curious to get back in it. I needed a break from it today, at least, as far as, like, because I don't think you guys realize just how sick I got at the end of last night's stream. It was to the point where I was in the bed, borderline gonna throw up for about 2 hours
Christ.
after that.
That's no bueno.
I got up to make a sandwich, and that did make me feel better. Except for the fact that I made the mistake of putting jelly on it. And for those of you who know me, know that I love grape jelly, despite being allergic to grapes.
I mean,
So that just made my stomach ache worse.
is it a mild allergy or like a proper kick you in the ass allergy?
No, I think it's technically more of an intolerance.
Aye. I'm the same with. There's some sort of flavor or additive they put on salt and vinegar crisps.
You can do
And
either,
both
kid.
me and my sister have got like a really mild intolerance to it. Neither of us care. We still eat salt and vinegar crisps.
Yep.
Say that again, Ash.
You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
I just wanted to.
Hello, Cyclizer.
No, I don't think you did, Carlos.
Hello, Duck.
Tell us.
I'm undertaking a bit of a difficult hunt. Shiny Paldean Tauros, here we go.
Oh, that'll be a fun one.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Its shiny is awful, and you cannot tell. The only way to tell is kind of get in a good light and look at the head, especially when you're comparing it to other ones in the area.
Yeah. That's going to be my problem with doing it all. 8th overall, 3rd in 5A, but 1 off area. There you go. Good job, Carlos. Very proud.
Just...
All right, then.
I'm just...
This isn't even a stress ball. It's just like a... This would be like what you would play wall ball with. Oh, goodness.
I'm just hoping I did something correctly.
What did you do? Or not do?
No, I'm just hoping I gave my friend my correct phone number.
Yeah. That would do.
Because I'm trying to
Okay, I
stay
love-
up to see if they'll actually message me. And Ash, just if you want a time frame of when I last saw this person, think back to like before 2010.
Yeah, that would be a long time ago.
Oh,
There you go,
last
Carlos.
time I saw them, I was still in elementary school. So yeah, that was fun.
I need to catch up with some of my IRL mates again. It's been ages since I talked to them.
Milo,
Yeah.
you weren't in elementary school in 2010.
I said before 2010.
That is fair, but I was in high school in 2010. And you're older than I am, aren't you?
Wait a minute. No, wait.
I think you're thinking like
Ash.
05.
I graduated elementary school in I believe in 2008.
What grade did yours go through?
K through 8.
Oh, so you didn't have middle school.
No.
That's the difference. Okay. I'm like, there's a gap in here.
My elementary school was in a small town.
I mean, I was in a small town too, but still.
It's a small town girl.
Living in a lonely world.
Ash,
Yes.
the school was in a town of less than 500.
Yeah,
boy.
that's smaller. That's smaller.
Yeah.
I had
so
20 or
the
I had
ci-
technically 4,500 people in the town that I grew up in.
Yeah, so you can see why I went K through 8.
Yeah, no, I do. It wasn't occurring to me that could be a thing.
Yeah, but the last time I saw this friend
Mm-hmm.
was back when I was still in elementary school.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Huh.
I mean,
Yeah, Carlos, you make me
My-
feel old every day. Don't worry about it.
I
My
feel
village.
already.
my village has a population of 1,370.
Yeah, I think our town that we live in has a 2,200 population.
Oh, is this a wait a second? Is this a Titan one?
Meanwhile, is
Question?
that the right one? No, that's the wrong Earth. Google.
What the hell? That Breezel's. Why is that Breezel in the rock? Hello.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second? I talked about this last night because I kept getting glitching mons into rocks and stuff. Wasn't that big update that they did supposed to fix that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But this Breezel is literally in a rock right now.
It didn't
It was
fix it.
supposed to.
It did not
Yeah.
fix it. I don't care what
The
people
only
think.
thing it actually fixed was the frame rates.
Oh my god, there's two of them.
That's borderline not true.
They're doing.
Oh,
They're
actually,
doing their best, by which I mean they're just kind of slapping duct tape on it.
So,
actually, John, I just realized I
Oh.
have the receipt from the pharmacy the other day.
Oh God,
Yeah, so
John.
that antibiotic was 88 cents.
that's not too bad.
That's how much I paid for it.
John, the thing that you said about the Titan Pokemon, when
Yeah.
you run up to
I
them,
know, Carlos.
they don't,
Mhm.
and they don't run away. That means it was the former Titan.
Yeah, if you run up, I mean, it also counts if they're like just standing there and you have to interact with them. Like if you run into them
Well,
and you don't encounter them.
yeah, I'll just share because I found the bird, and he's not running away.
Run into it. Yes. If you're not encountering it when you run into it, yes, that is the old Titan.
Okay, and I can catch these things.
You can if you
Mhm.
want, yes, and they've got a unique Titan mark and title as well.
Catch it.
Discord, you can hear me
It's
just
either
fine.
the former Titan or the fallen Titan. I can't remember what it was.
Former.
But yeah, former Titan. That's it. But yeah, the
I already love
Bombardier,
it.
the Great Tusk, or
Hun.
shred, depending which one you're on.
You're killing me.
Also, we were talking about populations. My city's got a population of 47,000.
Oh, wow. No, Kevin, you know you can just hit the Y button.
I can just hit the right button? For what?
Or, sorry, X.
Oh, that I knew, yeah.
Then why'd you go through the list?
Because I was making sure I had quick balls.
You still could have done that, but okay.
Never said I was smart.
I never tried to claim you weren't.
Oh, come on.
There's supposed to be a hard T there. Do all of them have a
13
unique mark?
ones on this sandwich.
I'll have to go look
Well,
at my
The
bomber,
old
whatever.
Titans,
Oh, there's a crit
if it's
catch.
specifically the Titan ones, yes, they do. It'll
They
be
just-
They all have the former Titan.
See, there's the bleeds on the rock I was telling you about.
Yeah, he's just chilling in the rock, isn't he? All right then.
See, this is the first time I ran into a former Titan. So.
Oh, I got mine immediately after this one and after the
I was searching for the
Dawn fan one, yeah.
I was searching for that one. I couldn't
Last
find
2
it
days of
anywhere.
school semester is going to be easy since I'm exempt from all of it. Oh, because you're not having to do midterms? Or finals or whatever you got going on? That's awesome.
Oh, apparently some of my shinies have got tails.
Oh, do they?
Oh, cool.
That would be nice. If I had one!
Masquerade's got the gourmet mark.
I'm Birdier. So I'm definitely gonna try to get the final starter evolution.
I know I have one clap, but that's it.
My goal is to the dex is try to get to at least 315.
What are you at right now?
290, I think.
You're already taking AP World History?
You can
Gross.
get to 350, you got it.
Oh,
Still more than Masonry. Yeah.
I know, but you can get 350. You got 350, you can get it. Like both got.
Yeah, about 290. I want to see if I can get to 315 at least. So I want to get the final 2 starter evolutions.
Oh, because you started with Quaxley, that's right.
Correct.
How have you not evolved Fletchinder?
I have one in my box. I just haven't evolved it yet.
Or
Apparently-
Synflora?
I'm looking for the ones that I can catch or I can evolve.
Corviknights are everywhere in Area 0.
Yeah.
See, I haven't been to Area 0 yet.
Bloody things are like a plague.
I found a Gardevoir and I killed it. Apparently, I never seen a Drowsy. I never caught a Pichu either.
Oh, the Pichus are in the, go to Los Platos and then go to the, like you're heading toward the school. They're all up in there.
Yeah.
They're hard to spot, but they're there. Jeez, good job, Carlos. We only had one AP class offered at my high school. And that's what you have to be considered an accredited high school.
Oh, yeah.
At least public school. At least in South Carolina it was. Anyway. How do you not have Gudra yet?
I thought I evolved it at the end of last stream. Apparently, I didn't.
Oh, we lost a Bri. Bri!
come
Not
back.
right.
Brian, come back.
Oh.
You
Ah,
can
the
have my
fish are really good.
brownie. I didn't know what else to do, so I was like, you can have my brownie.
Are you guys both champions? Is that where you get your marks from?
See, these are all the Pokemon I have that I can evolve,
Mm-hmm.
or I can catch them. And then these are a couple of the ones.
Oh, so you actually have rhyme or reasons to your boxes?
What's that?
I said, do you actually have rhyme and reason to your boxes?
I want to make these like a good, like especially when I do like FFAs and all that stuff.
Yeah,
These
that.
are all just Pokemon
I just
these are all
meant like
Pokemon.
for right now.
Oh yeah.
There
no,
he
I-
is.
Welcome back.
Oh, my husband's here too. Hi.
How's it going?
Hi.
Oh goodness, we're just chatting.
So you're not live?
No, I'm live.
Oh,
So we're not like streaming the game today. Was this yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
leave it there.
Well, sorry.
Ah.
Gosh. Klepto says hi.
Hi, hi.
No, you gotta do it 3 times. Gosh, babe.
It's Klepto's thing.
Hi. It's fun. Oh goodness, we have been going for almost 2 hours though. Oh, the head of cheese, Ola. That was Carlos.
What's he saying?
Carlos called you the head of cheese.
How's
I
it
mean,
going,
he's not
Noah?
wrong.
We haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, Justin had a theory about the Area Zero stuff.
Okay,
As
well,
far as like a counter to your argument.
All right,
I'm
I'll
agreeing.
hear it.
I'm agreeing with you that I don't think it really makes sense. But these guys actually weren't in here when we had that discussion earlier. So why don't you lay out
So-
your spiel, and we can discuss.
Okay.
I've got theories as
So,
well, so once
the
he's done,
whole
I'm gonna
thing-
do mine.
I will be deafening because
Is-
I don't know about this yet.
Also,
I'll be
I
Oh,
back.
can't-
hold on. Okay, Kevin deafened. Good.
Okay. So, how far is Kevin?
He still hasn't made it to
He's
Area
just
Zero.
about-
But I mean, like, how
He's ju-
close is he?
Oh, we lost Milo.
He's pretty much ready to go in. He just has to do.
Yeah, he's
I
ready to
think,
go
the end
in.
of-
So
Oh,
I
okay.
think he's ready
So-
to go in. He just hasn't done it yet.
yeah.
He's doing it with
dude-
Sanji.
Built the time machine to pull creatures from the future, or in Scarlet from the past, the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because they're inspired by all these strange creatures that they find in Area Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And you destroy the time machine to stop any more of these creatures from coming in and destroying Paldea.
Yep.
Why did they build the time machine if they were already there?
As
And
far
where
as
would
like
they-
for the future ones.
Yeah, and where did they come from if they hadn't done the time machine yet?
See, like the past one makes sense because okay, you can just say, you know, it was a
It's an
very
isolated spot.
Exactly. They didn't mutate or whatever to turn into the normal Pokemon that we see now. You know, I can understand how that theory works. The future theory doesn't work because they would have had to come backwards. And unless they had the time machine to begin with, or they had the thought of, well, I'm curious about future Pokemon. Let me build this time machine first. Like, it just doesn't work.
Oh, my theory is gonna make you go. Wait.
hang
I'm
on.
gonna give the headphones over to
Right.
Masonator for a second
Alright,
so he
I
can hear
can-
this.
All right. So here's my theory.
All right.
It's not a time machine.
Okay.
So, if you go and read the Scarlet or Violet book in the Academy,
Yep.
there are the pages on imagined Pokemon. There's the pages on how Heath thought he had a discussion with something that he thought was familiar. And then there's the page that's kind of all like marked out and stuff about the disc Pokemon.
Yep.
Here's my theory is the disc Pokemon isn't a Pokemon that controls time and space. Like, it doesn't have the ability to bring things forward and backwards in time. Rather, it has the ability to make your thoughts and ideas reality.
All right.
That's why all of the past and future Pokemon are based on existing Pokemon rather than being their own entities. It's because it's what the people... Kevin, we're still talking about... Oh,
Okay.
he's gone. That's why all the Pokemon, all the Paradox Pokemon are Pokemon that already exist. Because instead of being either past forms or future forms, they're what the researchers imagined those Pokemons would be in the past or the future. And the reason that Koraidon and Miraidon are based on Cyclizar is because Heath brought a Cyclizar with him in the first expedition. It's explicitly shown in the Scarlet and Violet book that he had a Cyclizar with him. And my theory is, in the DLCs at least, we're going to see something to do with the imagined drawing of the sort of fusion form of the... I think in Violet you had the sort of like fusion of the Swords of Justice. And in Scarlet it's a fusion of the Johto dogs. And my theory is, in the DLCs, we're going to actually see them be brought to life, and we're eventually going to meet this disc Pokemon. And it's going to basically have the ability to bring your imaginations to life.
His face.
You know, that's quite the out there theory. And, you know, I hope they do something like that, but, like, my faith in that is near non-existent. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, as I said, it's a theory. Game theory. No, I'll stop. What are your theories on the creation of the great creator of Paldea? And a lot of people are talking about how it might have been created by the ultimate weapon.
I honestly haven't really theorized on that at all.
So the theory that I've heard a lot of people run with is the great creator of Paldea was the result of the ultimate weapon being fired 3,000 years before the events of X and Y. However, a lot of people dispute that by saying that in the history lessons, it's stated that the creator is like 1 million, 2 million years old. And to that I say, history is written by the victors.
That's true.
So, in X and Y, it was always said that AZ used the weapon on the warring forces that caused the death of his Floette and wiped out both sides of the fight. My theory, again, just a wild theory, is he only wiped out one side of that fight. That side were at the time, inhabitants of the Paldea region who were at war with the inhabitants of the Kalos region. Which makes sense if you look at it from a historical standpoint, because there's always been a lot of conflict in history between France and Spain. There's been quite a lot of historical conflict.
And there's a lot of historical conflict on the entire European continent. Let's not...
Yeah. We won't go any further into that. Anyway, well, I'm looking like a good couple hundred years in the past. But, so let's say the ultimate weapon wipes out the Paldean side and also creates the great creator of Paldea at the same time. And then the Kalos government or empire inserts a sort of puppet government into Paldea, who then spend 1,000 years rewriting the history of the region, basically, until the point where the Paldean Empire take up residency. And basically they write themselves out of the history. Again, I am just clutching at straws here. It's definitely not going to be true, but imagine.
Here's the problem, is that Game Freak puts all of like 8 minutes into their lore.
Oh, I know. Like
they might throw out some Easter eggs, but they're not, you know, gonna have this giant intergame thing going on.
I will admit, like, the tail end of the end game of Scarlet and Violet gave me some proper whiplash, because like that was just out of nowhere.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that great. I give the game like a C.
What, in terms of story?
Just overall, in story, C+.
I love the story.
I don't know.
Like it's fine.
Some of the story,
It's a Pokemon game, but
like there were certain aspects of it that resonated quite deep with me, especially Star, because it's sort of focused on something that I had to deal with. Oh. Like bullying and being an outcast and stuff.
I get how that resonates with people, but that doesn't mean that like, oh, it's an amazing story, you know?
Oh goodness.
I'm in the minority here. I know that. That's okay.
I enjoyed the story. I thought it was good. I thought it reminded me a
Yeah.
lot of like Persona games and stuff like that, and so that made me probably like it a bit more than
Like
most.
for me as a
Or
dog
some, I
owner,
should say.
the Arvin storyline
Oh,
hit me like
definitely
like a train. Like it properly hit me in the emotions. And because I obviously have a lot of like bullying and stuff in my past, I resonated quite deeply with the Team Star storyline and all the sort of like backstory behind that. So it actually kind of meant a lot to me in a way because I could relate to it in a way that not many other people would be able to. So, yeah. But like, I did not expect the story to end in the way it did, and it didn't feel like it fit because there was absolutely no build up to that outcome.
With Star or the Area Zero stuff?
Area Zero.
Yeah.
Like there was no build up to, oh yeah, by the way, the is Kevin still deafened?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, yeah, good.
I
There was
said
no
Kevin's
build
still
up.
deafened.
There was no like hints or build up or anything to the fact that, oh yeah, the professor's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Also, spoiler alert. Well, too late, but yeah, still.
No, there's
Like there was no
discussion.
build up or hint or anything to that in any way, shape, or form. And it
Not
kind of
fair,
felt
bro.
almost a bit jarring. Like it was a massive plot twist, and I kind of didn't expect it. And like obviously because of the build up, and I kind of liked the tone they took. And obviously, if they had sort of build up or hints, the plot twist wouldn't have had as much impact. But at the same time, looking back at it with hindsight, it just doesn't fit because it just feels like they've just kind of jammed it in there for no reason.
Well, they just needed something to like prop up their story because there's just nothing to it.
Mm.
So it's like, you know, they're in the last 5 minutes of their 8 minutes, and they're like, oh, we need something. Oh, he's dead. You know.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed that twist.
I mean, I did too, but you look back at it after you've played through, it's like, where did that come from? How
No,
does
that's
that
very,
fit in?
Very fair, Bri.
Like, but then at the same time, how else could they have handled it?
But like, see, Brad, here's the thing. It dealt with deep topics, but then it dealt with them very shallowly and just kind of nonchalantly.
I wouldn't say that. The way they handled the sort of whole,
Yeah, it didn't actually deal with
whole-
like bullying as a problem. or
but
anything
the
like
way
that,
they
other
looked
than,
at it,
like,
and the way
everybody's
that
thing
like,
about the Star
Right, but
campaign.
they're just like, oh, well, we had a problem, so we made a team, and then there's no like solutions of like, you know,
And then they,
this is why you should be nice to people.
but
Like,
then
it's just
they
there.
became the bullies.
Yeah.
Technically, like
But
it's,
again, they don't really
if
go
you look
into
at
that
it
either.
like,
no.
well, they kind of do because they look at it like, oh yeah, there's a massive bullying problem, but the teachers never did anything about it because they never noticed or anything like that. And like, so the teachers never did anything about the bullying, which a lot of people might look at as like, yeah, that is kind of what happens, because there's always been instances where, as a victim to bullying, you think, well, the teachers aren't doing enough because realistically there's not much they can do, which kind of sucks. But the way they handle it, like the way that you see these kids like rising up and protecting the bullied kids from the bullies, and then the teachers realize how much of a stink that's been caused because the teachers did nothing,
Right,
and they just sort of hide it. Like it kind of like shows a lot. I don't know.
But you don't
Like, as
see
someone
any
who
of that.
was
That's
in-
all told to you. Like you're just dropped in a year and a half after all this has happened, and it's just told to you.
Well, yeah, but sometimes it's the storytelling that tells the story. You don't have to be there for it. Like back at the past and stuff, it
Yeah.
has
just
just as much an impact on
It's
other
just
people.
some throwaway dialogue, you know?
I wouldn't call it throwaway dialogue. Like it means a lot to the story of Team Star. Like that's the core part of their storyline. The fact that these 5 kids rose up to protect the kids that were being targeted and protect them when no one else would. Like the faculty did nothing and just let it fall to the wayside. But it took these 5 kids to stand up and protect them.
See, Carlos knows what's up. Like it's not as bad as Sword and Shield was, but like in Sword and Shield, you were not the protagonist. You were just watching the protagonist do everything.
That is also fair.
Yeah.
Like Leon did everything that in every other Pokemon game you would have done. Right until it was time to catch all the legendaries.
And then it's you and Hop.
Yeah. Like, even if you go, like, older games, like, you actually see the evil team going around and doing things. Where with Team Star, you just show up there and attack all their bases.
Yeah, they're very isolated.
Yeah. Like, they're not, like, other than that first incident, when you
Oh,
first get to the main
There's a
town,
guinea bull up there. I'll have
they
to
don't
get that.
really do anything. They're just off on their own little space.
Yeah. Like, as an entity, like, as an evil team, they're not the best. I'll never argue that they were a good evil team, because they weren't. But, and yeah, and also I will admit, like, yeah, show don't tell, they did do a lot more telling than showing, but they did the telling in a good way, in my opinion. They handled it well. In my opinion, they did a good sort of, I don't know, it resonated more with me, and I care more about it, if that makes sense. Like, because I can see myself in some of those situations, so it means a lot more to me than it might mean to other people. I can definitely say there were times when I was at school where I would have wanted someone who was a member of Team Star to come and help me out with stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
So, like, on a personal level, that storyline meant a whole lot more to me than it might to other people.
I don't know, but like, Team Star, essentially becomes the bullies. But then Penny never actually addresses that. She just says, well, it got out of hand. And she talks more about them almost getting expelled than anything.
The only reason they were seen as the bullies is because they felt they had to take that stance, because all of the people who were aware of what they did left the school. So there was no one at the school that knew what they'd done except them. So, to the eyes of everyone outside, they're the bullies because they're the ones harassing all these people. Whereas in reality, the people they're harassing were the bullies.
That's fair.
Like, in that instance, it's all very much a matter of perspective.
Right, but the only instance we get of Team Star really interacting with anybody outside of their circle, other than right in front of their base, is when we see Penny at the steps and they're
the
harassing
very
her
beginning.
to join Team Star. Right, and that was they kind of hint at that, like they're pushing to get their numbers for some reason, and they never go into why. And Penny, as you know, you topple Team Star, never addresses it either. Her complaints are like, "Oh, all my friends are about to get expelled."
Yeah.
Again, like when I was first having issues with this game, everyone's like, "Oh, the story makes up for it. The story makes up for it. The story's amazing. It's the best story ever written." And
no, absolutely not.
It's not. I mean,
It's
for all the
good.
hype, like
It's an okay story. It's a decent story, but it's nowhere near the best. Like, I love the Arvin story because, you know, I'm a dog owner. I know the feeling of like I would bend heaven and earth to make sure my dogs were okay, and that's basically what he's doing. But like, and obviously I personally resonate well with the Team Star storyline, but I can understand how it's not the best to other people.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, they could have been a lot better. Like, they had pieces there to do a good story. They just they did lazy, and they do this. Like, Game Freak's always just been lazy on their storytelling.
Oh, I wouldn't say they've always been lazy. Like, look at Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald were pretty good stories.
That's very interesting.
I mean,
Diamond and Pearl and Platinum.
They were fun, but it's not this, you know, really in-depth, sink your teeth into story, you know?
I mean, if you want to talk story, Gen 5 is right there.
You know, I've never played through Gen 5. I just couldn't handle that one.
You need to.
Really?
I would argue it has got... You have to specifically play Black and White and Black 2, White 2 for the full experience. But, like, it has easily got one of the best storylines.
No, like I said, I give this game, I give it a C. And that's stretching it. Like, the graphics and the functionality of the game get a solid F-.
They had what they needed. They just needed to fine tune it a lot more.
They
They
need more
needed some
time.
overhaul. Like,
They needed more time to fine-tune it. Definitely.
they need to get off of their release cycle that they won't get off, or they need to expand their team.
Are you guys still talking about it?
Somewhat.
Oh, we're just nitpicking now. We're not talking about story aspects in specifically.
Okay, so I'm good to be back.
Exactly, Bri.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Well, like, anybody tell me, since they dropped this mega patch that they were like, oh, this will make everything better, what have you noticed gotten better?
All the videos seem to have noticed everything got better.
Yeah.
Like, the main argument I always hear people saying is like, look at Breath of the Wild, look how good it is, and stuff like that.
Oh, you guys
that's-
talking about graphics and all that?
Yeah.
Sleeping animation? That is fair.
Like, I like using the Breath of the Wild. It's a benchmark of what you could do on the Switch.
The
Like-
thing with Breath of the Wild is it is the best example of
That is fair.
why this game wasn't good.
Why do you say
Purely
that?
because Breath of the Wild was in development for 6 years. This game was in development for 3 years, and half of that time was during the pandemic.
Because didn't they announce an open world Pokemon game back in like 2018?
I think they teased it. Like they had
They
some
teased it
groundwork.
because they were...
They had some groundwork laid with Sword and Shield, the Wild Area, and Crown
Yeah.
Tundra.
I think that's
And
why
then they
everyone
had-
thought Sword and Shield was going to be the game.
Yeah, and then obviously Legends Arceus was another. Well, I'd argue more of anything. Legend Arceus was a proof of concept of their open world engine.
But again,
It wasn't
Arceus
enough open world.
is a much better game overall. Like,
And that's purely because of the scale.
what do you mean? The scale of what?
Here's the thing. It's because the world that the game is having loaded and has to contend with is much smaller than Paldea. Like, each of the worlds are smaller. So while there is the same amount, probably about roughly this, I can't say that, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if there's as much world to explore in Legends Arceus as there is in Paldea, in Scarlet Violet, but it's not all available all at once. You have to go through a loading screen to access areas of it, whereas in this game, you don't really have to go through that, and it kind of suffers in terms of it. And yeah, I was never going to say Arceus is better in this in terms of gameplay. I'm more looking at it like sort of like the engine and rendering and stuff. Like, there were some things that did better, some things that did worse. But it's like, you circle back to Legends Arceus, like, they had 6 years to develop it, and it was the only thing they were working on. I think, I want to say, I'm not entirely sure of anything else. I know there was a rework of Wind Waker that came out on the Wii U, but I think that was the only other Switch release or other Zelda release in that time. I could be wrong though, I'm not a massive Zelda Zelda player. Yeah, and obviously, like, but that was the thing, like, obviously for Pokemon, they had their team split. Like, you had half the team working the DLCs for Sword and Shield, and then half the team was working on Legend Arceus, and then the rest of the team were working on Scarlet and Violet. Like, the team was too split up because they were working on 3 things at once, whereas with Breath of the Wild, they probably had more staff members working on it, and they had longer to work on it. They had longer to perfect it.
Hey, I wanna look something up because I'm pretty sure on something, but I wanna verify.
Here, you want to sit here for a minute? I really need to use the bathroom.
Sure. Let's see.
So, between Skyward Sword, I'd say in fairness, they had a lot of their handheld stuff. Actually, I'm pretty sure. The only things that came out between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild were handheld ones, which were obviously, I'm pretty sure, were developed by
Yep.
a separate entity. Like, you had Link Between Worlds, Triforce Heroes, and the remake of Majora's Mask, which was on 3DS. And then you had the HD remasters of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, which came out between Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. But that was still a 6-year span of time for them to work on them. Like, Breath of the Wild was in development from the time that Skyward Sword was released.
So, I just want to point this out, okay? Because everybody's always complaining about their team size and that. Breath of the Wild, their first week is estimated to have sold 1.5 million units. Okay?
Yeah.
Pokemon Violet and Scarlet in the first 3 days sold 10 million units. So that's a revenue of $600 million on 3 days. Like, at a certain point, you just have to hire staff. This is the most profitable franchise
Oh, absolutely.
in the video game industry, not just on Switch and in Nintendo sphere. Like, it blows Xbox, PlayStation, PC out of the water. They make money hand over fist, but they will not expand their team. They won't invest anything into it.
Oh, yeah.
And it shows in this game, in Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Because you can't just have 3 people in a room and code out a game in a weekend like you could on Game Boy or the NES. But they just will not invest the people that they need. Like, they could. They absolutely could. They work with one of the smallest teams out there and are working on multiple projects. So they could hire more people and solve that. Like, Activision did that with Call of Duty. They have 2 teams that work on alternating titles.
They've actually got 3 teams now.
Yeah, just to solve that exact problem. Nintendo could copy that, but they won't because they like their profit margin on it. And so they'd rather push out subpar product and then complain about their staff size than actually hire more people. I wasn't mad about them outsourcing it. I was happy with that. And I know everyone was all upset because it was more like the Nintendo with the little models and how everything is still blocked in that. But I was fine with
Here's
that.
another
I enjoyed
thing
it.
as well. So I was having a look up as well. Breath of the Wild. In an interview, Eiji Aonuma reveals that the development team for the made of roughly 300 people and it took them 4 years.
Okay.
And then there was a Reddit post 4 years ago that says, as of 2018, it is estimated that Game Freak has got 143 employees. Total. That is less than half, and that's not just their developers, that's
Yeah.
their entire staff.
Yeah. Actually, the first thing I Googled that came up on Google when I get Google Game Freak employee numbers is that they were this huge announcement they're investing all this money. They hired 23 people. Like, it'll focus.
It's not going to.
It's not going to. Yeah.
No.
Pokemon Studio Game Freak could expand its dev team by more than 15%. Developer looking to fill 23 positions. Like, again, they could hire more people. They could. They just won't.
Ash, can I just say I love the fact that that you like you walked away and just let him take over stream.
I actually need to go to sleep because I am tired. So I'm going to leave that there. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later.
We'll see you later, John. I will.
Bye, John.
Have a good.
I'm fine with the grass, but here's my issue with it. It probably won't focus.
Probably not.
Let's see.
And I don't have the capture card stuff up.
Let me turn my brightness up more than.
0.2.
Yeah. Actually, here, is your Switch on? Can your Switch be hooked up right now?
I'd have to overhaul everything.
Hang on.
What are you trying to do? I don't know what he's trying to do, guys.
You'll see. I'm flying back to my house.
Kevin is, yes.
Yeah.
What'd I do? What'd I do?
I guess the music stopped, so.
All right. I will accept your longer. The long grass is fine. It's that short grass that looks like it's made out of 3 pixels that bothers me. But I want to raise you that bush. You tell me that bush is aesthetically pleasing in any way whatsoever. You tell me that with a straight face.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear it.
Klepto guessed it before you.
Yeah, Klepto knows.
I mean, after a while, you just have to accept that it is what it is and be done. You know? Some people are gonna love it regardless. Like, I enjoyed the game regardless of the graphics. Though, I did find it distracting at times, you know? But, all in all, it's a decent game. I wouldn't say it's the best game. Story-wise, I would probably say it's the best Pokemon game. However, executed, I think Arceus by far was better executed than this.
I have never been off the American continent.
Because have you been to Canada?
I have been to Canada.
Aha. You've beaten me. I saw Canada, but I didn't cross it.
You give me a picture, Klepto. You go over to Spain. Give me a picture of some pixelated bushes. Like, I triple dog dare you, Klepto. Go find me a pixelated bush in Spain.
You didn't like Arceus? Really? Like I said, I don't care about the bush. He just likes to hound on it because he can. I'll take a camera in 2002. It'll be easy.
Graphics don't need to be photorealistic. Like, a good example, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Like, it looks like it was drawn with colored pencils. But it looks... It's aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice. You don't have all the background characters moving at one frame every 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I talk about this game just needed some fine-tuning with stuff like that. Because you have good examples such as Sword and Shield, such as Arceus, such as even Mystery Dungeon, where it's smooth. Regardless of how it looks, it's smooth. And that is something this game massively lacked. Because, like, when I was playing the endgame yesterday on stream, the endgame cutscene freaked out. Like, I borderline thought my game was gonna crash. And, like, that's arguably the most important cutscene in the game. Like, if they could have taken a little longer, let's say they delayed it even until December instead of November. Give it another month, and then let it go.
Well, Kevin's downgrading.
I'm downgrading.
You didn't really like the final Evo.
I like the middle Evo a lot better.
I'm only getting him for Pokedex purposes.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was probably just my game freaking out, but because my Switch actually overheated. But it was really weird. So that it could have been an isolated thing, but still, because it gets Protean, right? Yeah, this game needed voice acting. That would have made it so much better.
Yeah. Well, my voice acting more so for the cutscenes and all that. Maybe not for the actual game itself, but like the cutscenes definitely.
Of the final evolutions, which is my favorite, none of them.
Also, Bri, I do have them. I'm saving them for more stuff. I don't want to waste them all just on close to evolving Pokemon.
I just didn't like the Quaxley Evo.
Everyone hates the Quaxley. Everyone hates the Quaxley evolution. I actually didn't mind it.
I was really hoping for a pirate. The hat. The hat, it tricked me. And what I got instead kind of looked more like somebody who would have been on Kirsten's TV show from earlier. Yeah, I wanted conquistadors.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
we'll go
I'm
on.
gonna give Ash control again. Well, because I still have not gotten my legendaries yet, and I haven't seen them yet, so
Neither have I.
need to do that.
I haven't even done the post game yet.
They're festival themed. Oh, okay.
Well, you were starting to. You were grabbing all those steaks.
Yeah, I didn't actually know what those were, and I grabbed them even during the regular story.
But you know what they are now, right?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I won't say more then.
I actually have yet to get that. I haven't even gotten. I haven't even gotten Area 0 yet.
I know you haven't done that, but you find the stakes out from your history class.
I did tell him to take the history classes. He just hasn't.
That
listened
is
to it.
true. I forgot about that. I love how you unmute for that.
I'm in a mood. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough.
What do you mean they have a colonization theme?
No, they're festival themed. Just because it's set in Spain doesn't mean it should get a colonization theme. It's like Kirsten said, it's festival themed. That's why one's a dancer, he technically looks like a clown to me, but he's supposed to be more like Day of the Dead type vibe. Though, is that technically a Mexican holiday or is that a Spanish holiday?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Carlos might be able to tell us. Like, I know it's a like celebrated in Mexico holiday, but I'm not sure if it's celebrated in Spain. And I'm not entirely sure how Scarda fits into that, other than she's a thief in the night.
Yeah, performer theme. Alright, Ash, here you go.
Okay.
I'm going to find more steaks. I found a lot on the last time I played.
Thank you, dear. I stepped on you. Oh, goodness. Ugh. Yeah. Whew. I figured that would be a long conversation. I didn't think it was going to be almost an hour. That's okay. Oh, it actually is a drag dancer. Oh, that's hilarious. It's a mass performer. Okay. And it's a sugar skull. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't think you could hear his gameplay. Let's
We
mute
could.
that. Let's mute that and let's put on the Christmas music again, because why not? I don't know how much longer we'll go, but you're not gonna. There it goes. I was about to say the Christmas music wasn't playing anymore. Okay, so I'm trying to think what all I still need to do with that.
Oh, I just got another one of the Titans.
Nice.
Was that actually the Titan one?
Yeah. The
Oh,
only
okay.
reason I know that is because I ran into it and wasn't doing anything.
Oh, there you
That,
go.
I said,
Again.
yeah. I want to see these things, and I can't wait to see them in the anime. I swear there's gonna be these little cute things that's just gonna be like, and then they're actually like monsters.
Yeah, I was
don't
thinking that the hat for Quaxley would make it, more into like a conquistador. So that's what I was really hoping for, and they did not deliver that, and that made me sad.
Where did it go? I love that Sagiri.
The search
That
feature.
it's an interesting mon to say the least. Also, you showed me a gimme goal I hadn't found yet, so I'm gonna go get that one eventually.
Oh, you're welcome.
The one on the big rock.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Honestly, well, I knew that area was a thing. That the one? No. What the hell? Where is it? I'm just gonna.
Kevin, use the search feature.
I know. I'm trying to find it. Where?
If Ash is gonna get anything, he's gonna get Poikoko.
He's absolutely getting Fuecoco. He will get my son, and he is gonna like it.
No, I mean
Well,
he's derpy.
Have they?
And you gotta have the derpy mon.
Have they confirmed if Ash
I believe
is
so.
going to Paldea?
I believe so.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, the starters have started to appear in Journey's episodes, so I'm assuming
That I knew. That I knew. Because obviously they were gonna do a anime with it. But I wasn't sure
To
if...
the right. To the right. To the
Oh.
right.
It's in my party. What?
Because
You know-
you're missing mons in your party.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I was getting stuff to evolve and I completely... I'm smart. Not really.
Kevin. Leave it to us to speak in tandem.
Yeah,
He has every
exactly.
Crocmon? I know he had Totodile. What other Crocmons? A
The
Crocodile?
thing- well, here's the other thing too. Beside in every in every single anime or every single adventure that they went on or Ash went to, he caught the grass starter. He had Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Trico, which then he had Turtwig, Snivy. The only one he didn't have was Chespin. Then he got the Rowlet, and then he obviously didn't catch monkey thing. Sobble.
Grookey.
No, not Sobble. Grookey.
Grookey.
Did you really
Why
just
is
call
it-
Grookey Sobble?
I don't know why I said Sobble.
I'm disappointed in you, Kevin.
But then, so I wonder if that almost says that if he'll have the,
I bet you with it being, you know, a little cat Pokemon, it'll probably go to whoever his female companion is.
yeah,
That'd be my
money's
guess.
on-
if he even has one, because this whole time he never had one, it was only Go.
Yeah.
And that's if Go goes with them or not, unless it's somebody else. Because they really have not hinted at any what Gen 9's gonna be like in the anime.
And as far as the game goes, I mean, he could have Nimona.
I
I
think
don't think Mo fit. She would be a better rival than a companion. Because Ash has never had a female rival, technically.
That's fair. No, because Serena was his companion.
Serena was a companion. Dawn was a companion.
But
May
then-
was a companion. Misty was a companion.
Because I doubt they'd give him Penny. That'd be weird, I
No.
think.
We're not, I don't think they'd give him Penny.
honest.
In the anime.
Oh.
Well, honestly, I'll say no because if the anime is gonna be based on the stories here,
The only one that would make sense would be Arvin.
no,
I
not
don't-
even. I don't think any of them will. Any of like Penny, Arvin, or Nimona. I don't think any of them would travel with Ash, honestly.
None of them make sense.
Because I feel like they would kind of base Ash on the main character in the story, and of Scarlet and Violet. So if
Yeah, he is
anything, I
basically
could-
Brock.
If anything, I could see kind of what they did with Dawn, May, or Serena, and have the female companion of this game,
That's true. That's what
Or-
Kirsten said.
or someone completely made up like Go.
That could be. Honestly,
If
a
so,
team
then-
of the female protagonists and Arvin wouldn't be a bad group.
Yeah. I mean, if any, I mean, it would be cool.
I think
to see,
somebody
like,
said it was
them all
Juliana.
travel. I think it would be awesome to see like, Ash travel with Penny, Arvin, and Nimona.
Justin is right though. Iono does talk about Pikachu's Z move.
I think she would more be the rival based on how. Yeah. Most likely. It's gonna be interesting because I think Journeys is supposed to be ending soon in Japan.
Well, Ash already won, spoiler alert, and Go's doing Project Mew.
Right.
So it seems like they're probably gonna split off, right?
If Go achieves his goal, then what's the point in him coming with him?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I can see him keep going is if they decided they explore more together versus what they were doing originally.
Well, Go's goal was to catch one every single Pokemon.
Exactly, that
Oh,
too,
the
yeah.
Hoppip is evolving.
Well, there you go.
He could travel with the gym leader like he did in Black and White. That's true. The question is, which gym leader, though?
Iono.
Because he certainly it's certainly not Larry.
Iono. She's the only one who
Honestly?
makes sense.
That's...
Unless they
maybe?
brought in the ice gym leader.
No.
But those, they really, nobody else makes sense for it.
No, yeah. He's gonna be... I mean, I would be crazy if it would be Larry, but I don't...
Now, Larry got too much time in the spotlight.
He's just a man working 2 jobs.
And he's just trying to enjoy his food.
Exactly. He's literally every middle-aged man.
He really is. He's just burnt out, poor guy.
Laugh Evolve. Oh, literally next level.
Yeah, but just trying to figure out who it would be is kind of interesting. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be. I think Arvin's going, and I think probably Iono, unless they do the female protagonist. I could see it going either way.
Influencer? Technically no, but there's always, the Princess of Hoenn. Like, the one in X, Y, and Z, I forgot her name.
I don't know. I never actually watched that anime at all. I stopped at the beginning of Gen 4. I think I watched like the first episode of Gen 4.
Gen 4 is the best Pokemon anime. And
That's what I've been told.
I really think I think because a lot of the stories in the anime go based on the games too, so I have a good feeling that Arvin, Nimona, and Penny will just continue just in the anime and be like the rivals or
well, there's just too many of them, and that's why I'm a little concerned about them trying to do all of it.
Well, the only thing, that's just it, because they're gonna implement all 3 things into the anime probably. Gym leaders.
And so maybe one of those things where they just kind of, rotate through them too.
That's probably what they would do, yeah.
The thing about that also is, I know you guys don't watch Journeys, but they did Sword and Shield in Journeys, but it was 2 episodes long.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, I do want to watch the Journeys anime. I probably will watch it all.
I don't even know where I'd watch it.
It's on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix and I have ways.
Oh, I do have Netflix, so I might watch it on Netflix.
I think where are they at now? And they haven't released it all on Netflix yet.
They're starting the Masters 8.
That's the finals, right?
That is when Ash wins, yes.
Gotcha.
The tournament where Ash wins is where they're starting. In English.
Gotcha.
So the episode with Paul already dropped?
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't watched the newer episodes. The last episode I watched was when Dawn came back.
Let's see. I can pull it up right here.
Yeah, I use Pokeflix for most of it, Klepto. The stuff that I didn't find.
Yeah, the last batch of episodes in English dropped on end of October. There's no set in that episode. was episode 102, and there's a total of 136 as of this next episode dropping.
So yeah,
we'll probably still have at least another.
Dadgummit Nat, if you were in this chat, I'm jealous.
What?
He found another shiny. He found two during our stream.
You haven't banned him yet?
you can't ban him. Yeah, Sword and Shield was literally 2 episodes back to back on everything from like Eternity is. Chairman Rose being
Also out because I said
Oh, Nat heard that? It's like, I heard that, Mason.
And?
Because at least I'm one up on him. I've gotten one. He's not gotten any, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm praying that you get one.
Oh, I hope he gets some too.
I'm praying that he gets at least, 3 or 4.
You're hoping he gets at least 3 or 4? That's 100%
Yes.
more than Ash. Yeah, I know.
I'm not telling you how many I have.
Way too flippin' many. Nat, hi.
If there's anyone who has insane shiny luck, it's Cave.
Yeah.
I don't know if you. Well, Brian, I'll have. But Ash, I don't know if you've seen.
I actually saw that earlier, Klepto. I actually feel bad because I did notice in the last 2 streams we broke it.
Broke what?
The light goal. And I didn't open up Pokemon cards. One time I'm gonna blame you guys because you didn't remind me.
I'm dealing with something.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
don't
it's
know.
fine.
But yeah, Ash, I don't know if you've seen Kate's posts at all on Twitter.
No.
Their shiny luck is absolutely insane.
You know what's sad? All they do is run around the region. They don't do sandwiches or anything like that.
I know, it's crazy.
That's what I've been doing.
You also have
Get gummy.
And I'm gonna be completely honest, that's probably what I'm gonna do too, if I'm being completely honest.
I mean, I entered for things specifically, which is why I have 12.
You have 12?
I have 12. You don't
Just
want to know.
and to think that a couple weeks ago you said your luck was in bad.
It was. I didn't get one in the entire main game.
It just takes time, as you see.
Oh, hang on, that's not gonna work. Klepto has over a box.
John
Well,
has 2
that's-
boxes.
Honestly, that's not surprising for Klepto. No offense.
John has 2 boxes. Fox has like 3. Mark probably has like 4.
Let's go. All right, holographic Miss Maggie is to start, followed by the cute little Cubone, Bone, and the claymation Pumpkaboos. You guys know how I love the claymation ones. I think they're really cool, and the yarn ones, the crocheted ones. They're just really neat. I like neat. Okay, so that's pack 1. That'll be from the stream from 2 times ago because I forgot about that one. So this one will be last night's. That is a Mewtwo. Holographic. The Crochet Zubat and Haunter. Alright. Now, on these trick or trade packs, can they actually be full arts or are they only the standard hollows?
I have no idea.
Holographic Mimikyu, Hattrem, and Dusclops. Perfect. Thank you guys again for smashing that like button. I appreciate you. What?
I was trying to read something.
We appreciate you.
What?
No Litwicks, the packs are rigged. Yeah, exactly, Justin.
Personally, I feel like yes, Team Rocket could have a Gimmickle. They just would never evolve it.
Thank you.
You know what? That would make sense for them.
Team Rocket wouldn't evolve it because they wouldn't know how to.
That
Well,
is
this-
also fair. And do you genuinely believe that Gimmigool will give them enough coins to evolve him?
No.
No.
Evolve what?
If
Maybe
Team
like the
Rocket had a Gimmigool.
Maybe
I
like
could-
the last
I could
episode.
so see Gimmigool just like walking around with them though.
Yeah, fair.
And just getting in the way more so than anything.
Yeah. That'd be understandable.
Let me see. How many coins am I up to?
I had over 600 last I looked.
I finally got to 999 like 2 days ago.
Did you?
Nice.
Yeah.
I have not seen
What?
a single Gimmigool chest other than on a tower.
Yeah,
there's
they-
one in the desert that's on top of that big mountain space.
Right, but I was told that they can just spawn around.
Well, there was one near, I think it was the lighthouse, which is technically a tower. But yeah, that's pretty much the only spot I've seen them.
At the towers.
And in the desert near the ruins.
Yeah, that's the one that I saw. There's the one in the desert near the ruins. They also respawn every single day, fun fact.
See, I went looking for them yesterday and couldn't find them.
Yeah, they respawn every day.
Hmm.
Might be time of day, I don't know, but I've seen them respawn.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because I hadn't closed my game.
Maybe.
It's not always in the same spots. I went and I like checked all of them. So
I do know they respawn though, so they're somewhere in the world.
somewhere over the rainbow. Have you heard the minor key version of that song?
Yes.
It is so good.
I agree.
That same guy did a minor key version of the Friends theme song, and it makes so much more sense than the original theme.
Understandable.
Well, I mean, the theme song is about depression.
I know.
And it's like, what? When you actually stop and pay attention to the lyrics, you're like, wait a minute. Oh, goodness.
It's like with
The,
pumped
the
up
other
kicks.
thing that
It's like, what?
Pumped up kicks.
Pumped Up Kicks. Do I know what song that is?
But yes, I'm pretty sure you did.
You do.
I think so. Yeah, so my most recent shiny ash was a gold duck.
Was a what?
A gold duck. Did I go through?
Yeah, no, it did. Sorry. He's distracting me. And also trying to get me copyrighted.
Fair.
Sure.
Mason,
Familiar enough.
It's about a school shooting.
oh, that song. That song. Oh, okay.
I don't know which is worse, that song or your Bang Bang song.
Wait, his what?
What's the name of it?
Pumped up kicks.
No, the other one. The one that you love.
Paper planes.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either.
Who's it by?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
Just put in paper planes into YouTube, it'll figure it out.
It is a, not PG song, but masks itself as PG.
451.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting.
It's not enough.
Do you want to see one of your shiny boxes?
No!
Skeptic.
I love how
Why
the
would you
automatic
pick
response was
Pumped
no.
Up Kicks?
No.
Why haven't I kicked Klepto?
I mean, hey, I was threatened to be kicked for having 5.
Listen, I can get kicked. I have 12.
was gonna say.
I'm gonna listen to Over the Rainbow.
I got threatened to be gotten rid of with only 5.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I'll see your shiny box as long as it's not full of spoiler mons.
And Ash, you literally can't be spoiled. You've seen everything.
I haven't seen everything. I saw it, Kev.
Okay.
I still haven't seen the dolphin evolution.
Oh. Yeah.
I'll say, other than something, it's one of the weakest evolutions.
You're gonna be underwhelmed, so be prepared.
Very.
That and the Chansey.
You need that, don't you?
I do.
It charged you
Well,
anyway, so
It just ran into me. It's just like, I need you. You need me.
quick balls.
Oh, Kevin.
That's my name.
Do you still need a Sulfazzle?
No, I just caught one actually.
He did.
Fair. Because I just found one earlier. So I was like, if you still need it, I found one.
Matt was asking if Kev needed a saliva.
Oh.
He just caught one.
Oh, also, Ash, whenever you and
What'd you say, Bri?
Mason want the starters, I can give them to you.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Bri's willing to give us the other starters that we need.
Oh.
So that we can have them. That'll be good for us.
Yeah, it'll save you time on Wonder Tree.
Oh, is that how you get everybody else gets them?
That's how I did it last night. I spent like
Ew.
3 hours.
What's that?
2 or 3 hours on Wonder Trade?
Or surprise trade, whatever you want
Whatever
to
it's
call it.
called. It's the same
would-
thing.
I know. I kept in the entire time I did it, I only got 1 Quaxley.
Ew.
I think I got 12 Sprigatito and like 4 Fuecocos.
My phone.
Jeez.
Yeah, I got so many Sprigatito.
What was that?
What?
I was like,
Oh, he got his first one, guys.
First shiny.
No, first legend.
Oh,
It is the paper one, I think.
the what?
huh?
What's it called?
Wu-Chin.
My price.
Wo-Chan.
Looking one?
Wo-Chan.
The snail one?
Yes.
I think that's the only one it can be because the other ones are clearly defined on what they are. The other ones are very distinct.
Okay.
Oh, do they not appear shiny on the overworld thing? Or on the box's screen? That's
Hi,
stupid.
Ariel.
No, I don't think I do. Hello, Ariel.
I do want to get the Gardevoir Gallade evolution really badly, so... Or
Oh.
well, not evolution, the thing. Paradox.
To trade.
I know.
Don't get a chance. See.
You need to get me some
Oh, no.
cast mobs.
I've got most of them. I think I have all of them actually.
Oh, there's more chances behind me.
I just may not
What an Espeon?
have.
Yes, Kevin, that is an Espeon.
Do I have an Espeon?
Catch it just in case.
Everything there is shiny though. Jeez.
You did trade me one of the shinies, so I thank you for that, Klepto.
Did you really? Jeez.
Klepto is insane.
Klepto's always been insane at finding shinies.
I know.
But, how many
Strategies,
hours
You're not
did you put into this
okay.
game?
Way too many.
That is terrifying. Oh my god.
You don't want to
Alright,
know
one
my
more for
house.
baby. Okay, let me run into you.
I'm sorry, I just found a Drac cloak that was phased into the wall.
You don't want
Oh.
It was
Okay.
terrifying.
I've only gotten one of each then, so I'll need to go back to Area 0.
They're pretty easy to find.
That's where I currently am. I'm in Area 0. I'm going around
I work so
catching.
hard to make sure I have one for you.
30 minutes a day, Klepto? I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Bri, this is the same guy who got like 4 shinies in that 30-minute span. Last night.
Fair.
Klepto did.
I can barely get 2 in a 30-minute span, but we're not going to talk about that.
I have no comment.
It's okay. You can't make sparkling sandwiches yet.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh my god.
Did you get it?
And no guide needed.
I've unlocked the judge function for you. Oh. I did not know that, actually. Thank you.
You know what?
About the judge function.
Klepto, there's one specific one in Violet that I actually really want. I just haven't been able to do that because, you know, Scarlet.
A shiny or a Pokemon try?
Tiny. I have the actual Pokemon.
Fair.
Okay, I'm gonna go to research station number 3. Because I still need a Screamtail, a Flutterwing, or whatever it's called,
There we go.
and then the Donphan again.
Klepto, I need to DM you because
No.
Because it... Is it just the 3? And then the Roaring Moon?
For what?
As far as, the Mons.
Kevin Deffen.
Got it.
Screamtail. You should probably Deffen too.
No, I know all of them.
Okay. Screamtail, Fluttermane, Sandy Shocks, Roaring Moon.
Oh, Sandy Shocks. I haven't gotten that one yet.
There's Roaring Moon.
I got that one.
I'm pulling up a list.
Is there a specific spot to get the, that one?
Which one?
The Magnemite.
I want to say there is, I just don't remember where it is.
Because once I get that, I will
There's
have
Great
them all.
Great Tusk, Screamtail, Brute Bonnet, Fluttermane, Slitherwing, Sandy Shocks, Roaring Moon, and then the other Koraidon.
I already got the other Koraidon.
So you're missing... You would need to get one of 7. There's 7 other ones.
Because I have both Roaring Moons that I need. I have both Screamtails I need.
Great Tusk appears bottom of Area 0.
Bottom of Area 0? Okay.
Brute Bonnet appears, like, towards the top-ish.
Yeah, I
Like,
found the second one of that one just now.
Fluttermane is normally in caves.
I've found that one in the same cave as the Roaring Moon. So I can just head that way.
Slitherwing is on the 3rd floor. Roaring Moon is in the cave on the 3rd floor.
So
and then
specific.
Sandy Shocks appears. Yeah, it's only that one specific spot. And then Sandy Shocks appears like towards the bottom of Area 3, I want to say it is.
Okay, there's a quick
Maybe Area
catch.
2.
Oh,
It's a rare
Larvesta.
spot.
Yeah, that one. I don't have that one either.
That's a rare spawn.
Where, though?
Sandy Shocks is a rare spawn. On any of the floors.
Oh,
I'm pretty
just in
sure.
general?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see if I can find... So I still need to find both of the, Magnemite ones. Need one more Fluttermane. And I need one more Dawn Fan one.
Can I tell Kevin to unmute?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
Sorry, I was just talking out loud. Trying to make sure I was doing what I needed to do.
I'm just looking around for all mine. That's all I'm doing.
I caught an egg.
You did. I saw you catch the egg. I'm proud of you.
You caught an egg? Oh, the Chansey.
It's
Good
not,
job, Kevin.
it's not Brooks, but I'll take it.
Fair enough.
I just watched a duck trio just go whoop, straight off the side. That was funny.
Don't know how that's even possible, but okay.
No, like seriously, it just took off down the it fell off of the side of everything, but yeah.
That tends to happen a lot.
Where are we at in the Pokedex? Oh, we're at 300 exactly.
Oh, there you go. Oh, okay, I found one of them. Hello, you. Daggum you. Oh, you use Kick It Impact. Okay. So, whenever I get the rest of these done, I'll be good to go to start trading with you. But in the meantime, where's my phone? There's my phone. Let's go on a raid, folks. Okay, I caught. Okay. Where am I? Alright, folks. We're gonna grab this link real fast. We're gonna come over here. Holy crap, it's 11 days till Christmas. Why did you have to break my brain? We're gonna use the hashtag PuppyPackRaid. If I can learn how to spell. And not use the caps lock. And let's go show some love over here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I will hopefully be live again sometime this week. But yeah, go show them some love. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.